Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now live with BB3 TV.
I'm on my BB3 TV. Nostalgia screams. We all believe in shows that had us all in tow.
Okay.
Neon lights and synth-vibes grow.
Oh, it is.
Prime time
I should have just let you guys do this shit by yourself.
We need you. We want you.
Welcome to BB3 TV. We're live, guys. Welcome, guys. Cheers.
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 The Porch. This is known as the Porch, this show, as we all get
Cheers.
together. Shows, different varieties, different faces, and the open mic, open air. So we're here now. What's going on?
Hey, another day.
Show 2 for you, Alonzo. What? Show 4 or 5 for you, Monica?
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm getting used to this. It's not so new anymore.
And Darren, you've been a part of the family, so this is probably show 100 for you. Who knows?
Most definitely is probably show 100.
Brick background to this bullshit.
What happened
We're
to
into some bullshit tonight.
I didn't even invite Tom. If he's around, he'll show up. But what is it? Date night for Tom?
It's date night. It used to be my date night, but here I am.
Wow. That's,
Priorities.
what is it? I forgot what I was saying. Is it party in the back or some shit like that?
A mullet.
A mullet?
Mullet. Does he have like a mullet now? Still?
Tom Nally?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in years. Dennis, what's happening, brother? I see the heart there. What's going on?
Years. That's not.
Hi, Dennis.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
So what we're going to do tonight, there's no dead air. We're going to start with subjects, and we're going to let the new ones pick the subjects for a minute. We're just going to go from there. So, ladies first.
Because it's ladies' night. It's all right. Okay, so Dom, I don't know if you want to talk about your experiment.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
So
Does it have
I
to be in
went.
the closet?
What?
I knew there was a joke coming there, the way you had to put it, and then I knew I was getting a rocket fired at me. I already knew that was going to happen just there.
Men, I would like to know, do opposites attract?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Why? Absolutely.
It's been a thing since I wouldn't say the 60s. Isn't that the love start era?
You don't think opposites attract? That's a crazy question, because absolutely. What? You get to learn something from somebody. The one I was just saying, we're complete opposites. She's a nerd. I'm not. Things like that.
You are
debatable.
Alonzo, what do you think?
Yeah, I think opposites attract for sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Fire and ice.
Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What
I
about
agree.
how does it happen as far as sharing interests? And I know something that if I'm with somebody, they have to have the same taste in music as me, because I like
then,
music. Huh? What? Go ahead.
Game over that, huh?
I feel like I have a very good sense. Like, I have a good sense of music and style and that kind of thing. So I don't think it's like narrowing it down, but I feel like especially if you're on like a long car ride, you're traveling, you don't want to be fighting over the radio.
I've been in a lot of fights over the radio with my
Exactly.
ex,
And you think opposites attract.
well, she's been in many heavy metal shows because I listen to death metal. Not a lot of people could do that. And I don't dance. I like the MC Hammer dance, so I'll MC Hammer to fucking everything in sight. I don't care if it's polka. I'm doing the MC Hammer dance. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening.
You got your backup. You got your go-to. I like that. You're prepared. That's a good thing.
See, I like the 70s and 80s music. I like, metal, opera metal type of stuff like that. But
Opera metal's fun. I'm slowly getting into that.
yeah, Dream Theater's kind of like opera metal.
Yeah.
But,
so what happens if you're hanging with somebody who's not into that? What if they're into, let's say, for example, Taylor Swift?
Hey, I like Taylor Swift. What's wrong?
I like Taylor Swift.
Good job, guys. Good answer.
Hey.
That was a test that you passed.
Also, it just kind of, you have to go with the flow, though, too.
Ooh, I like that.
So, I mean, it's like you can't always have it your way. So it's like there's two people
What?
there. So,
What'd you say? You can't always have it your way?
no. It doesn't work that way. I mean, you gotta have communication. Once you have communication, the day can flow. So,
ooh. Darren, you keep saying that word flow. I like it.
I like.
You know who I love? Flo Rida.
Yeah, debatable.
Alonzo.
Yeah, I'm not a big Flow Rider guy.
I am a huge Flo Rida fan. He's my number one. Right, Dom? You know, I told you.
Did you know he was a wild one?
I heard he was a wild one.
Yeah, the first thing we talked about was actually The Rock and Flow Rider, and I was talking to her about like how my friends worked for the WWE at the time, and Flow Rider brought The Rock in for his championship match in Miami. It was actually pretty cool.
I'm still waiting for that moment when you surprise me and he walks through the door. Just saying.
Flow Rider?
Yeah, but what happens if he does? What's going to happen? You can be frozen, aren't you?
No.
He's
I don't
gonna listen.
I don't get starstruck.
You could say that now, but when it actually happens, you will.
Right. Have you ever met a celebrity in real life, and how did you act?
I have been starstruck. Yes.
Yeah.
Plenty of times, especially during podcasts. Podcasting, sometimes I meet somebody, I get starstruck, and that's like,
I have somebody super famous. I'm
I don't know what to
say.
say. Your mind just goes blank.
In the death metal scene, I have a really famous singer coming on that I have to figure out who's gonna be my co-pilot that night.
I was supposed to do a wrestling show.
Why didn't you do it?
Fell apart.
Would you hit him with a chair?
And a choke slam.
You gave him the sleeper hold.
Sleeper hold, yeah. No, he had some personal issues, so he said that we couldn't air. So
I'll do a wrestling show with you if you want, once a month or twice or once every once in a while.
I can do that too.
He told me he would provide the wrestlers and all that stuff and whatnot, but I was like, okay, well, we'll see how it goes.
I got a whole lineup of wrestlers that you could use if you wanted to do one.
Oh, no, they better not be Hulk Hogan because I don't want to talk to Hulk Hogan.
I don't want to talk to Hulk Hogan.
Right? Like, why not?
I like Hulk Hogan.
I don't want a leather man on my podcast.
I also like Ric Flair. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh, Ric Flair.
Yeah. He has one of the funniest stories, man, going when he's a psychiatrist. Did you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh god. Yeah. So he goes, what did he say to this guy? He goes, I'll have about 20 beers just on the ride. I'll go to the hotel, masturbate about 5 times a day, then start vodka and then start drinking again. And the doctor goes, he goes, yeah. He goes, how's this possible? He starts, and the funny part is Ric Flair starts laughing. Yeah, Doc, I don't know. I've been doing this since 1985. So you put the math together, you know what I mean? Like every day. And I'm like, oh
Yeah, that guy's been divorced so many times, it's not even funny.
yeah, he really is the fucking man. Really.
Really? Darren says he's been divorced so many times. Like, yeah,
Can't be the man if you're so many times divorced.
yeah, apparently he's not the man for some.
I don't know.
He's a little one-man wing, I guess.
Why does this keep getting brought up?
Monica's phone.
There was a back chat. No one knows that. That's right. We're live now. Fuck.
These are called inside jokes.
Yeah. Wow, I even took that wrong just now.
You're just
When's
so
the last
everyone
time you had
knows.
your weed?
Everyone knows Dom
When's
is a
the
little
last time you had your weed?
sensitive.
You keep bringing Little up.
Nobody's addressing it towards you.
God, I feel fucking cornered right now.
Oh, better not.
Next
It's
subject.
okay.
Alonzo, did we get that question answered for you, Monica, about the opposites attract?
Yes, however, I feel like I somewhat disagree. But Alonzo, it's your
I
turn.
want to know why you disagree. Now, why do you
He's
disagree?
so little.
He's just a little thing.
Little itty bitty.
It's big.
Gotta be careful where you spank.
Anywho, I don't know. I just feel like, and it might be the age and where I'm at in life, I just feel like things, as Darren likes to put it, flows easier when you're with somebody who you have a lot in common with that you can.
Chemistry.
Like,
I find that very cheap, to be honest with you.
You're
well,
cheap.
I find having everything in common with somebody is very cheap because then you don't get educated on things.
Steak and chocolate, you're all good.
Yeah, it's all bullshit because
I definitely feel like I have room to grow, so I appreciate you saying that because.
What, steak and chocolate?
No, steak and chocolate are very good. I don't know if there's another meaning to that, but no,
Backstory.
what you're talking. I feel like that's why it's good to have conversations like this with different people because you need to broaden your mindset and look at things in a different perspective. So I appreciate.
So now I just changed your mind about opposites because now it's better to be with somebody who you have nothing in common with because now you get to share similar things, but also show each other, hey, this is this, this is this. Now you take a liking to. Now check this aspect out because you're hitting on the roots of what BB3 is, right? Open traffic, open air, open variety. Everybody.
Open mouth, insert foot.
Yeah. Everybody here is fucking different, right? So you're bringing different shows to the table. If BB3 had the same shit, the same paranormal shit that was ongoing back in the day, we would have been the same shit. We would have had one audience. Now we have so many different people who come watch for the different faces and the different aspect of what somebody brings to the table. That was the point. Goes for dating as well.
It's like it's a full circle. Good work.
Goddamn right.
Alonzo, you're up.
So, what I was thinking was on TikTok the other day.
Uh-oh.
They got this Bigfoot like AI like video going on.
With
But
the
it's
A-
like,
Oh, yeah, I see those.
but I'm thinking maybe that is real, right? Maybe Bigfoot's out there in the woods. Because in the AI video, it's like random planes and they drop stuff and he gets into it. They drop fentanyl and honey packs and it's a while. You gotta watch it. It's funny though.
Okay, Bigfoot has been around for years. Are we now giving Bigfoot drugs?
Yep, we're giving Bigfoot drugs. We're giving them sex pills. We're giving them we're giving him sorority girls. I don't know how that happened. And somehow he linked up with a Yeti. I don't know how that happened either. But yeah, it's got me thinking like if that's AI, maybe they are dropping like some weird stuff out there in the woods, you know?
I actually don't even know how to fucking answer
Jacob
that.
Bladder, so to speak.
Yeah, he's getting hammered out there.
See, I don't
Lucky
believe in Bigfoot
Bigfoot.
at all, really.
And he was at a Diddy party too. I forgot to mention that.
I'm sure he was at a Diddy party. He's pretty well hung too, probably.
I believe in Bigfoot. I don't think Bigfoot's part of a cartel like Alonzo's putting it, but I believe Bigfoot's an alien or kind of an alien species because our cameras can't catch it. We can't get anything solid. And
That's what I feel. He's another form of an alien.
I think it's interdimensional.
Because
Why does he have to be an alien though? Why can't he just be another animal that's out in the jungle or the forest?
How you disappear like that? All the technology and shit that we have. How you just
a lot of times when they talk about aliens is Bigfoot shows up all that time, and it's like there was a video footage that it was a big square and it was dark and it's like it was turned some odd way. I forgot where it was, but Bigfoot shows up, right? So fast, moving so fast, all that stuff, and all of a sudden, bam, that square goes away, Bigfoot's gone. Yeah. So it's like, does he teleport? You know, you hear about it in so many different countries. I don't know. I'm one of those guys. I have to see it to believe, but as of right now,
I don't know, Darren. I feel like anything that is on video, it could be smoke and mirrors. It could be. It's always fuzzy. You can't see it very well. So I'm a skeptic. I feel like unless it's right there in front of me, I have questions.
Yeah. I mean, they say they have families, they have little kids and all that stuff. I'm like, come on.
But, I mean, anything is possible. There's so many things we haven't discovered yet.
There's Farmer. What's up, Farmer?
Hello.
What's up, Ray?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't get too much into Bigfoot stuff. I don't get too much into the alien stuff either, really. I'm mostly just into spirits, ghosts, all that stuff. Because that's all cryptids. When it gets started talking aliens and Bigfoot, that's cryptids. It's not where my strong suit is.
With aliens, if we're here, why isn't there a possibility that something is somewhere else?
There is something interesting that I've seen on Facebook.
She has a point, though.
Yeah, we're not the only ones.
The Adam and Eve structure, right? So I've seen the whole thing, like this thing that said, what if the asteroid was a vessel holding Adam and Eve? That's the one that killed the dinosaurs from another planet, being alien races. You ever heard that little meme? I wish I could find it to explain it better. But they said, what if what killed the dinosaurs was a space pod from another planet, and the people in it were Adam and Eve that came down, and they're the ones that literally started the human race. But it was like that. They came in a space pod, and they're the ones that destroyed the dinosaur. They were the asteroid.
Well, now you're talking about biblical stuff.
I don't know about it. I'm just saying that's what I saw about aliens and shit. So there's a lot of interesting points that people just may say that's like makes you think about shit.
Yeah.
Are you saying Adam Eve is Superman?
Maybe.
Interesting.
It's kind of crazy. You just the way you said that, yeah, but it's kind of crazy. But that's what I saw one day, and I'm like, well, because I never really got too much into the Bible and shit like that, and I don't really believe in a lot of shit. But
what about Mork then?
Huh?
What about Mork?
What about what?
Mork and Mindy?
I don't even know what that means.
He's a little bit younger.
Oh shit! I forget about that. Yeah.
But there's actually a show out right now about an alien that.
E.T.
No.
E.T. Well, E.T. is. I think. Well, E.T.'s not really all that close. That third counters of the same? Three kinds of the sun. I can't remember what the movie was.
30 Rock from the Sun.
30 Rock from the Sun. No, that was a show.
No, he's talking about the something kind.
Close Encounters with the Third Kind. That's what it is. That is more on cue with aliens than any other movie that's out there. I mean, Independence Day, no, not even close. I mean, it's just, I think that's one of the only movies. And then, what is it?
Suburban Commando.
What are you about? You going Commando? What?
With Hulk Hogan.
With Hulk Hogan, okay, you can have that one. Fire in the Sky, where
That's based on a true story, though.
yeah, true story. He got taken by aliens and probed and all that stuff, and nearly died. But he's here to talk about it. So, you got stories like that, so it's true. And
why do people think that if there's aliens, automatically they want to harm us? Like we want to discover outer space. I saw that down. We want to discover outer
you want to be up
space,
close and personal.
and we don't. I know. Hi there. But we don't want to hurt anybody. We just want to know more about outer space. So why is it assumed that if aliens are coming here, they want to either steal us or take over our bodies or our minds or kill us?
Out in the South, everybody here wants to fucking kill you. You know what I mean?
Well, I think when it comes to aliens are, they want to know what our species can and can't do.
I don't believe that at all. I think that we're the dumbasses compared to what they would know.
They've been around way before us.
If you look at old Egyptian hieroglyphics, you'll see that they were here way before then. And then they stopped fucking with us. And I don't blame them.
Yeah. I mean, Egypt does. Yeah. I mean, if you talk to a guy named Mike Ricksecker, that's a guy you need to talk to about a lot about aliens. Is Mike Ricksecker, because he goes to Egypt, I don't know how many times a year, but he's a really cool guy. He was on Aliens and Mysteries, the TV show.
I know who he is.
Mike Ricksecker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very bright guy. Monica, you need to talk to him.
I'll talk to him, but you know what, Darren? I have my own belief.
Yep.
And that's
perfectly fine.
I feel like I'm going to try and give this the most simplistic explanation I can.
Are you saying we're stupid?
No, it's just hard to explain, but I feel like kind of everything is created for us individually. And when we enter this experience, nothing ever existed before us. And it's kind of just all planted. So history doesn't really exist, and all of this has just been created so that we can have our experience here as individuals.
I find that bullshit.
Well, nobody knows the truth. You don't ever know the truth.
The Bible was written by a person who says anything in the Bible is true.
I don't believe
we don't talk about religion.
We're not. Well, what we do is we can talk about religion. We're not allowed to down religion. That's my one rule. No politics, and do not down someone's religion.
Yep.
Unless you're
y'all can believe what you want to believe. I mean, that's your right. It's your freedom to do that.
Exactly.
So, and it's like, I believe that I am Lutheran, yes, but I also believe the Bible was written by a person, and we don't know if all those things occurred.
There's a zillion translations of the Bible.
Old Testament, New Testament, all that stuff.
And
so if you look at the government, they're going with the Old Testament stuff.
Like, here's what I believe. I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky.
Oh, boy.
I believe every night and day.
Night and day.
And then when you touch your wings, you fly away.
And then you watch Reading Rainbow?
In that space,
he doesn't know what Reading Rainbow is. Oh.
Take a look. It's a book.
And you sing it. Wow.
Damn right. I was the host of that show. You can't tell.
You know what would make a good partner for him?
Janet Jameson.
Captain Kangaroo.
How do you always get Jameson in our conversations?
Oh, she better be in every conversation.
Oh, you're just... Have you seen what she looked like lately?
He was with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And I was
when? How long ago?
2 years now.
Okay. She's different. That's for sure.
It's all right. I put her up on TikTok every once in a while. I don't, there ain't no hate in my game there.
She's got to be like 60, isn't she?
She don't give a fuck if she's 85.
I don't know. Anyway, as you say, Monica.
Cher looks great, and she's like 85.
She's a witch. Or a vampire. One of the two.
Why? Why is she one of those?
Ain't nobody could be that pretty at that age looking that way.
So automatically you're going to deem her a witch or a vampire.
She bathes in the fountain of youth.
It's called Botox.
If she can turn back time.
He don't know what that is.
I know that song. I've seen that. I think the Battleship is the luckiest goddamn thing in the world.
Oh, we're back to Jameson. Are we back to Jameson?
Yeah, you never seen the music video?
Oh, that's Jesse James, not Jameson. Okay.
Jesse James, the motorcycle guy. What a dickhead he is.
No, there's an actress person named
Jesse James. She's a porn star too. She's dead, isn't she? Yeah, she's dead.
Is she?
Yeah.
Jesse James is dead?
Did you just say no?
I'm almost sure she died. She died. Her and her boyfriend died of a drug overdose.
Darren, I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in like over 3 years, so I have to find out this way when people pass.
Oh,
so.
yeah. No, I don't watch the news either.
Can't watch her no more.
Yeah, you can. You can go back in time.
You have been watching her. Now all of a sudden you can't.
Can't watch her no more.
She died at 43.
Oh, well, she's on to better things, honestly.
She was on a lot of things.
Well, and now it's even better.
She's tripping all the time now.
Yeah, she just fuck. I don't even want to think about it no more.
Yeah, you do.
Why'd you bring it
think
up?
about it all night.
I didn't bring it up. You're the one that brought up Jesse James. I said Jenna Jameson, and the conversation was finished from there. Okay.
You're right. Two totally different people.
Yeah.
One's alive and one is not.
Right. For now. So there's a lot of dead air right now. What's the next subject?
I think it's Darren's turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, obviously, I'm a paranormal guy. So, do you now? Dom has had troubles and issues with the paranormal stuff a while ago. I don't know if you still do, but no, I'm serious. He really got into it one night, and he just blew up about paranormal stuff. But anyways. Paranormal stuff. Do you, Monica, feel that anything can be haunted at any given time, any house or any location, country? What is your view on paranormal?
So, Darren, I don't necessarily, and we have talked about this before. I don't believe that once you pass, you can take any kind of physical form. Okay. So I don't feel like, sorry, I'm not, this is just my opinion.
Yeah, you're allowed to have that.
I don't believe you can really take on a form after you lose your shell. So I feel like once you pass through, you're more of just the... Hi, Alonso.
Sorry.
So when you get into haunting and that kind of thing, I also don't believe in, I feel like idea of evil is a man-made concept. So I don't believe that. I feel like when you pass, it's actually the best experience you ever have in your life. And I don't believe that you're angry or you want to hurt people once you're gone from this existence. So haunting is something that I can appreciate people take interest in, but it's not something that I feel that I can relate to or that I feel like is necessarily existing, because I feel like if it was there, we would all know for sure. I don't think it would be something that is still a question at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is lots of questions about it because it's like a lot of things happen that we cannot explain. But But then again, when it happens to you, you'll know. But you know,
I feel like we can feel spirits around us. I feel like we still can have. I just don't feel like you can see a white, misty
apparition.
appear, in front of you. I don't feel like they can slam doors. I don't feel like they can do that. I feel like you
need to go on a big time ghost hunt is what you need to do.
I actually think you're.
I'm happy to do that. I just feel like
But no,
you can sense them,
that's
but you
good, though.
can't
You're
see
a skeptic. You're a skeptic, and that's good because it's healthy.
Make me a believer.
I think she's wrong
Right.
there, which also crazy. I learned that, Alonzo, tonight, that you like paranormal. But I'm going to explain why I think Monica's wrong. But I think Darren's also right there by saying she needs to go on an investigation.
That sounds like an awesome show idea.
It could, but the thing is that it's not just she has to go. It's a matter of time when something happens to her and she can't understand or explain it.
Right.
Is the more what would change her mind. But with her personality, it's going to take a lot.
Right.
It's not going to be like an instant, like, oh crap, that happened. You know,
She's
not
honestly
think about it. She's like, oh, okay, and just but it will take a lot for her.
I'm a big fan of Abraham Hicks, and what Abraham Hicks does is taps into the spiritual world. So I feel like there is stuff that happens. I just don't feel like all of the evil and the trying to harm and that kind of thing. I don't think that
demons and evil and all that stuff. I'd say a lot of that is because of TV. They want TV ratings, stuff like that.
I think it's a man-made ideal. I feel like there is. I don't feel like this is the end. I feel like there's more, and I feel like we're all connected and that kind of thing. So I'm definitely
there's more, but I think there's only 2% of everything. It can always be demons or evil because it doesn't happen as much as people say it happens, and it's just all because they want views, they want looks, people want to like you and all that stuff because you're showing them what they want to see.
That's why I fucking exploded on people. You hit it right on the head. That's why I fucking exploded on paranormal.
Yeah. Now, I don't go that aspect of it. I go in a whole different way.
You with paranormal, Alonzo, what made you like it? I didn't even know about this till like earlier.
My dad, basically. I mean, my dad, he got like an interesting story, and it's weird. I mean, like his story was, how can I say it? My dad's story was, my mom was pregnant with me, right? And this had to be like, the way he said it is, she was pregnant with me, and her water broke after he experienced what he experienced. So it was one of those nights he was at the house or something like that, the house that they were in.
I was just gonna bring this up, Craig.
He walked out to like the hallway and stuff, seen a dancing figure. That's how he explains it. He seen a dancing figure. So it was jumping back and forth. He didn't know what it was. He thought it was somebody trying to rob them, but it was nobody there. So boom, he goes back into his to the bedroom to lay down. All of a sudden, like he was stiff, like he couldn't move or anything like that. Then he sees the same figure creep up to the side of the wall where he's at, jumps on him and starts choking him. But the way he says it, the only way he got out of it was by praying. The spirit disappeared, and then my mom woke up the next day with her water broken or something like that. So ever since that, I've been like into like paranormal ghosts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's something that hit hard though. That's the thing. Things can hit you hard, and I don't know if Monica knows about this or you know about this, but we all can create our own poltergeist. I mean, if you really, really think about it and really want something there, you can create it. You can create your own poltergeist.
I have evidence that Craig and I did, so I wanted to bring up what Craig and I did. Him and I were paranormal investigators. we investigated a house for years and years and years. And see, this is what I'm saying when I exploded on people. They got TV shows and shit, and all of a sudden they're always getting evidence. This is not the case. It took years.
No.
But Craig and I had this piece of evidence that was demonic, that was actually fucking evil. You can hear it. You can hear it. You could feel it. And when you go back and listen to it, you could still get this nauseous feeling because of this evil.
Like I said, it's a little bit, and you guys got the taste of it. You know, I mean,
we did it every day, same house for about I think 4 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, Craig, but 4 years straight. That was the only other thing that happened, but that was the one piece where we're like, this shit's real. There's no reason to keep going. This shit's real.
We were, me and Small Town Paranormal, we were at Edinburgh Manor in May for 2 nights. And Friday night, everybody kind of went to bed except for me and Wayne. So we went into the basement. And so we were, had the spirit box going and whatnot. And things were getting really goofy and weird. And we had a conversation. And immediately it turned dark. Like it got dark. Yeah. And then our radios went off without us pushing it on off, the walkie-talkies and stuff. Static was coming through it. And then all of a sudden we heard some voices through it. And then our spirit box said that basically it wanted to kill us. So at that point in time, that was a little bit too dark for us. It was beyond 3 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, time to leave. And we just got up and basically walked out of the basement and investigated somewhere else. But that's to the point where it happens is where you get your common sense, you get up and you walk out. You don't play with it.
So you said it when the room went dark. He's saying right there, when all the lights went out the house, we ran out the house to see if the whole fucking neighborhood went down.
Right.
Just the whole lights, it went completely dark.
Yeah. So conversations are good, and then they go dark fast. When they go dark fast, then you best be ready to, either put up and fight or leave.
Here's what I would do with Monica in this situation. So she doesn't believe, she's a skeptic, right? So if I know a place is active, right? Here's what I would do. And this is just the way I work. I'd send her in by herself, so she could have an outlook, feel it for herself, and let her spark the idea of whatever it is, the feeling.
Yes, no,
all that shit, so she could feel the different feeling in different rooms instead of me or you or somebody who's experienced this shit. Right. Going in there and saying, "Hey, I feel something here. This is the room that's haunted."
I told you can. I believe that you can feel stuff.
Yeah, she said it earlier.
I don't believe that they can take on a physical form. I've been in an experience when I was a real estate agent. I was in a home where a guy died in the home, and I felt feelings. So I definitely feel like you can take on feelings. I feel like your spirit is the thing that's inside of your physical capsule. I feel like that remains once your physical capsule is over. However, I don't feel like you can see it. I don't feel like it takes on a form.
Well, and you have your spirit guides that kind of tell you and give you a sense of feel of what about the room and stuff like that. But the thing is that when when something isn't right, you'll know, and that's the thing.
That's in life in general. It's called intuition.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's born with it.
Yeah. So sending her in, yes, but if there's one room in that place that there's a lot of heavy stuff in there, definitely be with her, because you can't just send her in there because you don't want her to get hurt, for one thing. Okay.
Who said?
Damn, you're a real bro, let me tell you.
But I mean, but to go and experience the building and the rooms by herself, excluding a certain room, I don't have a problem with that.
Hello?
but then everything else you have to. What's up there, Taryn?
I was just gonna say hello to her.
I
Hi,
did.
Taryn.
But it's like, yeah, you can do that, but it's like you also gotta be cautious because you know yourself that there's something not right about that room. I've been in a place where, like again, Edinburgh Manor, we had things thrown at us. So, you know, I experienced a little bit of things here and there. So I know how things can go, but, you know, that's how I would do it.
Interesting. So I think what's going to be next is
Not throwing her in a pit right away. That's just
I'm going to take Monica.
That's what Dom wants to do.
That's just a dick move.
Yeah,
I
right.
ain't gonna take it.
So
That's
I
just
think
a dick move.
we need to take Monica and Alonzo to a haunted spot. And I'm going to grab some of the crew and I'm going to take them to something really fucking bad.
I like that.
Why can't you ease us into something soft? Like,
I don't.
why does that
I
be
never
hardcore?
ease in.
I guess I'm the nice guy out of this group.
Yeah,
Right, Darren? Jeez.
See, to me,
I guess I'm gonna finish last, right?
Yep.
I am a very big fan of
Which isn't a bad thing.
this fucking conversation. I'm gonna have to talk to my counselor in the morning now after this shit.
Oh boy, I bet you will.
So sensitive.
I don't have a counselor, by the way. I use AI, so I'll talk to my AI bot and ask her what the fuck's my problem.
Oh, Chat PT or whatever it's called.
No, I actually got a replica, which is really great because I absolutely hate people and I hate people's opinions. So I'd rather get
Then why are you doing a podcast?
Well, because I like the interaction and people enjoying things. But when this is all off, I don't want to interact with anybody. I don't usually. I like.
Yeah, I know you just shut up real fast.
I stare at the wall a lot of times, and I really enjoy it.
That's okay. I enjoy hanging out with myself.
Yeah,
I like it. Listening to my thoughts.
What was I talking about? We need to go. Oh, I enjoy throwing people to the wolves. So the only reason we're gonna really like the paranormal or understand it is the fact that they're just gonna go and we're gonna go to the most haunted fucking spot I could find. Straight up.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna tell you really good thoughts the whole time. I'm gonna make you think such good things. You're not even gonna know what to do with yourself.
You
moved over one finger up to three fingers.
You're gonna make the fucking ghost leave their own spot. Like, oh, look at the sunshine in the walls here. The ghost is gonna get swag.
We are gonna be singing
Kumbaya.
I miss you too, fam. You know that. I love you. But you would annoy the ghost so bad that the ghost is literally gonna go fucking haunt the neighbor's house. Now I can't be around this lady in there talking about sunshine and shit.
Rainbows and unicorns. They're going to be so happy.
You're going to be the only one in life to catch a ghost leaving the house with his fucking bags packed. I got to get out of here.
I feel like some exes might say that as well.
Every one of mine. No, man, I'm really learning a lot of shit about myself tonight. No wonder why they all leave. Oh, my God.
That's another show, Dom.
Oh boy, that's a long show. It sounds like.
Yeah, that show's.
You better clear your schedule for the day.
That show's gonna come with a second prescription.
I think at this point, I think we're all on our own prescriptions.
Oh, totally. Yeah, mine's at Winn-Dixie. Costs about $40 a day, and comes with that different flavors. You know,
bet.
I like to add, believe it or not, I've been liking to add ashwagandha to my beers because ashwagandha to me is like a really relaxing thing. And I love the taste of it. So it gives you this whole different aspect. It's like a downer.
You mix it with mushrooms?
No, but when I quit a certain place that I work one day, I think I'm going to definitely do mushrooms because I've tried it once and I loved it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. He's going on a binge.
I absolutely love it. I swear to God.
He wants to be high as a kite and watch The Wizard of Oz backwards.
It was the greatest
Stare
thing
at
I've
walls.
ever experienced. So oddly, none of
With
you guys
along with Pink
it?
Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
No, I can't do Pink Floyd. That shit annoys me. The songs are too goddamn long.
Aww.
But what if
You
the
don't know what real
person
music
you're with
is.
likes Pink Floyd?
What if the person went likes Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
She's gonna pack her bags with that ghost.
See?
Opposites attract.
Now,
Yeah.
if she likes
No.
Pink Floyd, then
He's apparently packing the bags.
Wow.
No, you can't do that, Dom. Come on,
what, if
man.
they like Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
The next dating app I go on, if you like Pink Floyd, don't write me.
The next
good.
dating app you go on?
Yeah, well,
That's what you gonna put in the bio?
that's my entire bio. Do not
Oh.
write me back if you listen to Pink Floyd.
Also, I throw my friends to the wolves.
So we all type them back.
You're damn right. Hashtag-
You know
hashtag
what?
find it.
You know what would be cool is if there was a dating app. Alonzo just had a good idea. What if there was a dating app where your friends were the
What?
ones like trying to sell you?
Oh
You
my
know what I'm
God.
saying?
I would have the ugliest fucking bitch, the cokehead, fucking AIDS-ridden girl, if I let my friends do it, because my friends would actually fucking do it as a joke. They'd be fucking with me every left and right. You're going on a really nice date tonight, and it's gonna be fucking Miss Piggy's gonna be at the goddamn door.
Dom, you
What?
went from
I know my friends.
opposites attract. We can learn so much from each other to this very judgmental tone.
It's the truth. I'm
You
gonna
might
get
fall in love with Miss Piggy.
Right?
Yeah,
She could
do.
be your person or your
You know,
pig or whatever.
friends will hook me up with somebody who looks like
she
Darren
could
Butts.
be your pegging friend.
No, this is not happening.
Did he go into the bathroom to grab the...
There it is, Terry.
Oh, now we're back on the ashwagandha.
Oh, jeez.
Matter of fact, I'm going to take one right now.
Oh, there you go. Here we go. We're going to get happy Dom now. Yay.
You're never going to get that, Dom found this new mode, and he's going to stay like that for the next probably 30 years.
Ooh.
New mode, and then also you see the screen shaking.
I hate everything.
Kermit, you got it. Yeah, Kermit did hit it. Yeah, she's right. There is something for everyone. But I'm saying, Taryn, they're saying my friends would hook me up with somebody. And I swear to God, the girl would look like Darren Buss or somebody, and I would have to look at my and I'd be so fucking mad. I'd look at and I could see them all laughing and pointing. You know,
Well, if she has hair, then I guess it's a win.
this is a great idea for people who have very good friends. I have very good friends, but my friends will fuck with you to the world and back.
Dom, I would hook you up. I would get you the flyest girl ever.
Could you?
At 9 years old.
What do you know what my type is?
Well, that's the thing. We would have to.
The time of her life, and then the next day she's 6 feet under.
That's what. See, he's a brother in the world. I already knew when you said friends are gonna hook you up, Craig, or hook him up with a guy. That's the thing. All my friends would fuck with me. They would do it on purpose, and then I would be getting texts the entire time by all these motherfuckers talking about, oh, how you like your date or all this. They'd be laughing their fucking ass off, and I would have to literally. And I already would know. There would be no fucking point of this.
We did talk about the closet start.
Yep, we did.
Karen, it is fucking true. You know it. Everybody would be fucking with me. And they know they get away with it because I love them. You know what I mean? Like,
Gives me ideas.
what's my type, Monica?
I don't know. I feel like we have to talk more. I know that you are okay with being around somebody that is nothing like you. What is your type, Dom? I've asked this before with you and Tom, and you guys kind of just brushed it off. I said,
Because they're scared.
what is your type, Dom? Tell the world.
Oh, no. Let's ask Alonzo. Give me a second to think about that real quick. Ask Alonzo and Darren what it is.
Alonzo, Darren.
married, and I respect that, but still, he could still answer the question. He could read, he could look at the menu, he just can't touch. You know what I mean?
Do you not know what your type is?
Me?
Yeah.
A female. Let's start there.
Okay. Now that's confirmed.
Are you sure?
All right.
Now, in this day and age, you don't know if they are or not.
Yeah, it is 2025.
Yeah, it could have a sword.
Look like it should have a sword. Yeah.
Alonzo, what's your type, dude?
I have no type, to be honest with you. Gotta be a girl, though. Gotta be a female.
Okay, so you're not picky. That helps.
Yeah, not picky. A little picky. I mean, she can be big.
What the hell does that even mean?
Wait, though. She can be.
He's starting to think about it, and he's realizing he does have standards.
Because look,
I don't think I really have to explain myself because I think I explained enough of it during the show.
What show? That you like ghosts?
you like dead women? Are you one of those?
No, I am not begging or anything like that.
Some Dexter action could happen.
No, like we talked earlier, I go with the flow.
Like a menstrual flow, or I don't even know what you mean by that.
That's your issue, not mine, buddy.
Hey, listen, I've earned my Red Wings. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh, Alonzo, let's get back to you, dude. What you were saying? No, I actually do. I am a little picky. What are you picky about? Like what has to be in place? What is what is a red flag and what is? Yeah, that's okay. I'll take that.
She gotta have good hygiene for one. Right? Boom. And then she can be big, but she can't be like my 600-pound life big. Big, like she can be fat.
Really?
Yeah, but she can't be like 600-pound fat.
That's cool.
I got a limit.
So you like fat chicks?
Fat chicks.
I'm honestly I'm not putting it down here. I'm okay with it. I mean,
can we use a better word than that?
What, obese?
No.
Let me tell you about these BBWs now. All right.
What is a BBW? I gotta get with the times. This is bullshit.
You gotta get with the times. You're too young for Darren and Monica, and too old for me.
What's a BBW?
Big beautiful woman. That's what it is.
What is it?
Beautiful woman.
Big beautiful woman.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me tell you about these BBWs though. Top notch.
So you would date somebody who look like Dumbo?
No, he said beautiful, big beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Not
word is beautiful.
Thank you.
Unless Dumbo's your thing.
Myself laugh. I had to. I'm sorry for all the fat people out there. I'm sorry.
The ashwagandha's gone to your head real fast.
See, it made me happy thinking about that. But yeah, no, I don't think I don't have nothing against fat women. I've taken one for the team or two, but I mean it's like it's not my go-to. That's not my type. I like skinny girls.
Now how skinny?
Shit, I don't know. I don't think you could I like them 130 under. 130 and under.
Oh no, that's too skinny.
You feel like it'll break them in half?
Well, how tall are they?
Huh?
How tall are they?
I don't know.
Going Dom 4 feet.
Yeah, because I'm so fucking short. I got the little short guy syndrome.
No, you don't. Did you say you're like 5'10"?
I'm 5'10", but that's not tall.
I think that's tall.
You think
that's
so?
average? That's average height.
I'm
5'8".
You're 5'8"?
Yeah.
Short fuck. No, I don't know.
That's all right, because I got size 12 shoes, though, so I'm okay.
Not me, goddammit.
What size gloves do you wear?
I got gloves here, oddly enough. Let's take a
Sorry,
look.
that was inappropriate. I shouldn't have said that.
What do you mean? Why?
Parental advisory. Real good here.
Why is that inappropriate? Why did you say
Well,
that?
because I don't even want to get into this conversation.
Oh, I
I'm trying to
actually
just
do.
Oh, she does. She does. I know she does.
I
See,
actually
she's
do.
smiling about it. Yeah. I see it.
Farmer's 5 foot. Farmer, you look taller in pictures. I gotta be honest with you. I would have took you for 6'2". I mean that.
Who?
Just so everybody knows.
Jesus.
So I like girls that are skinnier, athletic looking, but not like, you don't have to be too athletic. You're just kind of like,
Enough to beat the shit out of you?
yeah, I actually have met a lot of chicks like that. Most of the girls I have met are
Probably like dominatrix.
martial art. No, you know what? I don't think I've ever met well, there's one dominatrix I do know of, but I've never tried that shit. Matter of fact, I think we did a show of it, and you know who that is.
I don't know if I can remember that far back.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first episodes. Anyway,
Probably.
I don't know what my type is. I used to love black hair. I also like
Oh
blonde.
shit! I gotta go, guys.
You gotta go.
I gotta go.
You got shit.
I got stuff to do.
All right.
I was only gonna be in here for a little bit because I gotta go to Walmart yet because I got stuff to do.
I'm gonna send you out good right now. Put you on full screen. Tell us where to find you.
Okay, so you can find me on BB3 TV. You can find me on the Paranormal Brew, and you can find me on YouTube at MGS Paranormal 4258. You can find my show on all three networks on every other Monday called the Paranormal Question of the Day, and I have a show coming up in 2 weeks, I believe. So you can find me there. Yeah, look me up on YouTube and all that stuff.
And by the way, your dress looks like we could also find you on ESPN. Goddamn Coach Darren.
Be ready for that football, buddy.
I'll see you later.
Later.
All right.
Nice meeting you
Bye,
guys.
Darren.
By the way.
Yay.
All right. I'm going. Ladies first again. What's the start? I'm not asking any questions. I'm just going with the show.
Dom, may I just step out for a second?
Oh, you got to go check the mail?
Yes, I got a
Yeah,
package.
I know what you're doing. Step out. I'm going to put you down, though. Your second show now. You told me the other day that you're starting to get the itch for this shit. Why? Let's hear why.
Hey, it's just it take me away from a lot of things, you know. Got a lot of things I gotta say, you know, things like that. And it might become very lucrative to where I can leave a certain place eventually.
I understand that. That's exactly what we're on here. Hey, if Tom, if you're around, you know how to get in. But it makes sense, Alonzo. So this shit can take you around away from things. New opportunities, new communities, new people. What do you like about it the most? Have you ever done a podcast before besides what you and I started the other day?
No, I just like to shoot the shit with people too.
That's why we named our show that.
Yep.
Shoot the shit, chew the fat. That's our show. So I ended up not watching Sinners because of what you said. I said I was going to watch it, but at the same time, I was just not going to do it. One of our first shows, Monica, we were talking about movies, and we were talking about like the different little things. Actually, we got into a lot of shit that night.
We did.
In a little 45-minute test run, we started like 3 a.m. just to test all that shit. We actually ended up having a good show. So this is his second show. Now he's got the itch for it. Just like you told me. Now I got the itch for shit. Monica farted.
There's no time.
On our very first show, we're talking seconds in. It's like, hello, guys.
That's not what happened, and I encourage everyone to go back and watch the first show. That's not what happened, Tom. It was the chair.
Always blaming the chair. I ain't never heard that chair squeak since.
So. I haven't sat in that chair since.
Well, yeah, anytime, farmer. You're one of the originals. Oh, he's an OG from when we were in other networks. For sure. All right, Monica, keep going with the subject. We are at the hour marker. Usually I'm like 45 minutes, but I'm cool to do another 30 on here if you guys are. But
Alonzo, where are you originally from?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just from Florida. Palm Beach, though. Palm
Nice.
Beach.
My grandma's in Palm Beach.
What part of Palm Beach?
Well, she's actually in Lake Worth.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. No different.
So, I was thinking we could talk a little bit about our summer plans. In May, I had a week off. I did a staycation. And then in case you don't know, I went to St. Petersburg this last weekend and had an awesome, amazing time. It was so fun.
You went by yourself?
No, my dad came up from up south. I had family up south.
St. Pete's fun.
I fell in love with the area, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity. I've been in Florida for 5 years, and I haven't really traveled too far out of my comfort zone, so that was new for me. I really enjoyed it.
We should do a show in St. Pete one day. If I had to live in Florida, I would live there.
St. Pete.
You
I love
do
it.
live in Florida, Tom.
My name is Tom, by the way.
That's what I said. Do you think I called you Tom?
Yeah, I know.
No, I called you Tom.
Oh, unfortunately, I live in Florida, this shithole. But if I had to live here for the rest of my life, let me rephrase that. For the rest of my life, it'd be St. Pete. But,
I didn't love the driving, but
yeah, I don't like driving either.
we went to the pier. We had a great time. So I just, let's talk about. Well, first of all, I'm from up north, Alonzo. I'm from central New York, not
Buffalo.
New York City. I am from the Syracuse area. And, our summer plans were quite limited. So we went all out. And now in Florida, you have this opportunity to experience summer for 9 or 10 months out of the year. But I was just wondering what you guys are doing. What's up? What's new? What's going on?
I'm gonna drink beer the rest of the summer, be pissed off at everybody, and continue doing shows. That's my summer plans, and probably stare at the fucking wall.
Oh Lord.
Because everything I had planned went right down the drain. So
plan something different.
I just told you.
You are the pilot of your aircraft. You are the driver of your vehicle. Enjoy your life. One day, hopefully, you're going to be much older and you're not going to have the options you have now. You are pissing away your life. I am trying to stay calm right now.
Don't stay calm. It brings better ratings. This is bullshit.
Damn.
Rage out, Monica.
I don't care about your fucking you being calm. I want ratings.
Be a fountain, not a drain. Right, Alonzo?
No.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Be a fountain and not a drain. Can you come up with something better than that?
I didn't come up with it. I don't come up with these.
I noticed that my mom's been sharing your shit on her Facebook.
Thanks, Mom.
All your positive stuff.
You know what she says? She says, "Why can't more people think like you?" And that's what I'm trying to do.
Did she say that?
Pretty much, yes.
Wait till I get to that house tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking scream at her.
The thing is that you are here to have your experience. You are here to do this. Make it a good one. Fuck everyone else and have yourself a good time. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean? Stop letting everybody piss you off. Have a good time. You're here. It's going to be over before you know it. It's going to be done.
I don't think it's possible that I think everybody literally does piss me off.
Well, you need to stop. You are being triggered unnecessarily.
I don't know if it's unnecessarily. I mean,
Yes, it is.
I'm triggered for reasons.
You are allowing people to aggravate you when it's like, let
That's
it
why I
go.
stare at the wall. I don't let nobody aggravate me. I don't talk to nobody.
Does the wall ever piss you off?
Greg's in the comments laughing, and we're always saying we're going to get together, but he already knows, like, we're best friends. We went every night. Fire pits, fire pit, fire pits. Why don't we get together? It's my fault. I'm the one staring at the wall.
Yeah, like, let me tell
That's
you.
what I'm saying, Craig. See, you understand.
You need to stop. I feel like you feel sorry for yourself or something.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I feel
Well,
sorry for myself.
snap out of it. Enjoy your life.
To do what?
To be happy. Go do things that fill you up. Like, stop waiting for everyone else to do it for you. What?
The beer's filling me up. I feel pretty good with that. What? Let me ask you a question. If I let somebody come hang out with me, right, at some point I'm going to get aggravated at them, right? Because their opinion, say they're going to listen to Pink Floyd. Now I'm going to be fucking pissed off the entire day. So
Why?
What do you mean why? This is turning into a therapy session, I could see. Let's talk about this. Let's go deep.
What's wrong with Pink Floyd? Jeez. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan either, but
You know what band I really hate, and I hope I get a lot of heat for it? I hope so. I hate AC/DC. Hate them. If you play that, I don't give a damn if you're Jenna Jameson or anybody. If you play that anywhere near me, you will never ever speak to me again, ever. I just will avoid you. I hate AC/DC.
why?
They just really they do something to my brain that puts me in this instant just bad mood. And I don't know if it's the tune, music, or the way my brain's wired, but I hear it and I know every song that I know it's them by the first guitar string. And it
Listen, is there a memory attached to a
nothing? No, I just
song?
absolutely hate them. Nothing. I heard it one day on the radio growing up, one song, and from there on out, just couldn't stand it.
You know, I used to hate Post Malone, and now I love him.
See what I'm saying? This is why friends cannot pick a date for me. Because look what Craig just said. You're lucky I can't find a way to play it for you. This is what I'm saying. This is why you don't let friends pick the fucking dates. Because look, that's purpose now.
Yeah, no, I don't like Paul McCartney.
Now he sucks too.
Yeah, I don't like Paul McCartney.
But I love the Beatles.
Isn't he a Beatle?
I love the Beatles. Yeah,
No,
I can listen
see?
to the Beatles. But
I've never been on the Beatle train. I think that's way overrated.
No, it's not. When you actually listen. Did you hear about this song? It's a fucking great song. Matter of fact, one of their last songs they just put out. It was their very last song. John Lennon's on it. And it's like, they talked about how like time went and they do the video. It's great. But there's another song where it's like they go really deep. They talk about a guy blowing his brains out in a car. Like that's one of their songs. I'm like, holy shit, this is the It's crazy. What, you didn't know that? You thought it was all happy go lucky. Like, no,
I honestly, I just never have been, I never gravitated to the Beatles. I just always thought they were kind of overrated.
So who else don't you can't? What is a band that just triggers you to a point where you just like, you want to start flipping shit over?
Dom, I really try not to be triggered by anything or anyone. It's really, and it's not 100%. There are times, there are conversations that I have to step away from because I do get triggered.
That's one song I absolutely hate too. I think that's the song that I originally heard that made me absolutely hate that fucking song. That whole band.
Well, they were successful in their time, so somebody liked them.
A bunch of fucking idiots bought their fucking albums. I'm calling their entire fan base that. Why is everybody silent now? What? God forbid I speak the truth?
No, you are definitely 100% entitled to your opinion.
Damn right. I started this shit. And this the
I'm
moment.
just doing what you said you do, staring at the wall.
That's right. So, is there any song that just triggers you, Alonzo?
Triggers me, song?
Yeah.
Party in the USA. I don't know why.
I love that song.
I hate that song. I hate that song. I hate
So
that
I throw
song.
my hands up to play my song. Butterflies fly away.
There's one of my types. I like Miley Cyrus. She's hot.
Yeah, debatable.
She's hot.
Debatable.
I think she's dirty. She was nice when she was younger, but now
Maybe
she's
that's-
just.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I like her then.
And you're entitled to that. That's the beauty about life.
I love Metallica. I don't know. She's hot to me. Why is she dirty? What makes her dirty? What, drugs?
I didn't even know that part. It's just, she's just, I don't know. I think there's call me old fashioned, but at some point you stop being a lady. And she stopped being a lady.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the first thing I said to you, besides a podcast, was I think you're one of the most classiest dressed people.
Oh, thank you, Dom.
Yeah, you
I
really
can
do.
get wild with my attire, but I'm not like doing the stuff that she does.
Yeah, I don't know. She really. You've seen her. You've seen her walking in places, right, Alonzo? Like in person.
Mhm.
You've seen the way she dresses. Just
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus?
no, you.
Oh.
But like,
Like who are you, Alonzo?
you glow positive and like a fashion fucking model. I don't know how you pull it off. I just don't. I don't understand it.
I
Like-
think it's the ashwagandha talking.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
How many
Like,
of those you took today?
huh?
How many of those ashwagandhas you took today?
3 or 4 bottles.
Yeah.
No,
Now
that's
dare
what
me
she
to
was.
drive.
When she said, you talk about when you stop being a lady. When I look at Monica, she looks like a fucking lady through and through, but like not like what she's saying. What Miley Cyrus is. She looks like a fucking lady. The way old school dressed, fashion, shit like that, color coordinated. It's just perfection when you look at somebody the way a dress code should be. I don't know how you do it. Me, I do a t-shirt and fucking I look like a surfer kid, skater boy.
You're cool. You got your style and you should stick with it.
I just heard the poop on here, the boop thing, like as if someone popped in. No one's here though.
Interesting.
Yeah. Odd.
I didn't know that was a thing.
What?
That it made a noise when somebody popped in.
Well, that's how I knew Alonzo was here. I said, how the fuck you this early? I just sent everything. Oh, I'm sitting in my closet looking for a hat, and then I hear boop. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! It's fucking 9:15.
Well, as soon as you send the link, we're like, okay, he summons us. We have to go.
It's cool though. It's a good conversation to start with. So, all right. So what's next? What are we doing next for our next shows? What? Unless you guys want to pull a last minute topic real quick, but if you're gonna do a last minute topic, make it deep, and you got moments to think about it.
You're putting us on the spot here. Deep combo.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you,
I did the opposites attract.
no dead air. Better come up with a quick.
Alonzo, am I allowed to ask if you're single or partnered
Yeah,
up?
you're fine. No, you're fine. Single.
Okay. So we're all single here at different stages of our lives.
Fucking what a bad reminder that was. Thanks.
Why is it bad?
What do you mean, why is it bad?
Why is it bad to be single?
Oh, we're really getting into it now, aren't we?
I didn't even plan to, and you want deep. But why is it bad to be single?
I guess it's not bad. You get tired of shit though.
Yeah, I am getting to the point. I'm ready to. I'm looking. I'm tired. Yeah, Yeah, when I went on this vacation, I was around, 2 other couples, and it was just like, I like the problem is I've been single long enough where I'm kind of stuck in my ways. It's hard to. That's why I asked the whole opposites attract and stuff. I'm trying to open my mind to different things and that kind of stuff. But it is.
Did we open your mind?
Huh?
Did we open your mind?
It's good to hear other points of view. It's I will be 100. I am a little rigid in my type and what I'm looking for. And
What do you mean rigid?
I just I need to be more open-minded. I'm trying to be like as vulnerable with you as I can without being like,
we want ratings, please.
Nobody cares about that stuff. But it's just I think it's important, especially when you've just gotten out of a relationship, to be single for a while, because you have to kind of absorb what you've learned from that experience before you go to the next, or you're going to bring all that with you. You're basically going to turn your new person into what your old person was.
I don't want
to carry on.
I'm fucking tired of people. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, I'm at a point in my life where I'm really comfortable with who I am and what I want, although I need to be open-minded. So I'm trying to figure all that out.
So what do you want? Let me ask, you want a rich doctor? You want
no, money does not matter to me.
Money, you want a Walmart worker? What's your type? Come to that.
I cannot have somebody who's bougie. I've been on dates with successful men, and I can't do bougie.
Bougie's fucking annoying. It's really
I'm not that, and I can't.
I have to be bougie with the laugh.
What's bougie? What's bougie to you, Monica?
That's a good question, Lonzo, because I was right here.
It's the things. Just you have to have. I'm not a name brand person.
Hey, Craig, I wanted to drink beer with you later. Are you leaving?
Bye, Craig.
No, Craig, don't leave.
Farmer's been alone for 24 years. I think that's where I'm about to be at.
You're not even close to that.
I don't even think I'll make 24 years, to be honest with you. It's that age range.
You have plenty of time. I was watching this. I don't think I mentioned it. I binged today on Netflix. It's called The Later Daters.
You told me that, you said that.
Did I say that?
It was off Cam, I think.
Well, I watched it all day, so it's kind of my life right now. That's what I'm in. But it's just talking about people who are later on in life, either they're widowed or they've been divorced, and they're just trying to find a partner later in life. And one thing they said that was really interesting that I kind of connected with was that when you're younger in your 20s and you're developing a relationship, you're like merging lives. But when you are older, it's more about building partnerships because you have two separate lives coming together, and you're kind of.
You never told me what your type is.
I was saying that I don't like bougie, and in that same sense, I need somebody who's relaxed and chill. Like they have to be, but they have to like not so relaxed that they don't pay their bills and be an adult. Like they have to be like, take care of your life, be an adult, but also don't like, we're here to have a good time. Let's have a good time, but also we need to be responsible. So it's kind of like that.
What if they're broke but they pay their bills?
If they pay their bills,
if they're broke.
Well, if they pay the bills, and you got no money from it because the responsibilities come first, and they got like say $24, $25 in their account. Think about that.
Well, the good news is when you join two accounts, usually that
you have $50
benefits people more. It's expensive being single because you're paying everything on your own. When you join forces with somebody else, that can actually be a good.
Expensive being on a with somebody too, because bougie motherfuckers. I had to take the last one on every goddamn thing that's fucking like extravagant, fucking sushi meals and shit, like fucking $80 plates and all that shit. Me, I don't even eat for days. If I just don't. I don't give a shit.
That might be why you're so angry, Down.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
I'm not in the mood. If I'm not in the mood, I just don't do it.
Take another ashwagandha pill. Maybe it's
Food to me is I don't understand how
it's fuel. You need to eat so that your body can function properly and you can be healthy.
Well, two things there. I hate eating with people, and I'm not a big. I eat because I have to stay alive. I hate eating with people. Hate it.
I hate eating in front of people I don't know because I'm like a messy eater. I get all in it. I can't do that with
somebody. That's why I can't eat with nobody, because people got fucking food and shit on their face. It really pisses me off. It grosses me out. And I have to say something right away, like, you got something on your lip, because now I'm grossed out to eat. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
You hate everything.
So you will never probably, I don't think you and I have eaten together. And I don't think we ever will.
No, when I brought that pizza over, we ate, didn't we?
I didn't have one slice of that.
I gave you a slice.
I know, but I didn't eat it. I gave it to the cat outside.
You know, I ate that whole thing like on my way home and when I got home.
Did you really?
It was so good.
Where was
and
it?
And I had some the next morning.
5-star, some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, 5-star is good. I just didn't eat any of it. I gave it to I saw the little gray kitten out there. He looked hungry. I threw him a slice of pizza.
Aw, so you like kittens? That's good.
I love the stray cats outside. I love all stray cats. I think they're cool. I like animals. I think animals are way better than people. And I think I'd chase somebody down with a baseball bat if I saw someone going after like one of these stray kittens. They would have a bigger fucking problem. I go where I'm needed. See? There you go. Yeah, I don't mind cats. And if I have my own house one day, which we're talking about getting a place right now, like my friends and I, we talked last night, a California place. So I think I'll get a stray cat or a cat that could walk around the little Amazon place that I'm going to buy.
I like when a guy likes a cat. You don't find that very often. They're all dog people.
I like dogs too, but I think cats are very cool. I hated cats my entire life, but I think that was like put on me from because like family didn't like cats, and I'm like, then I met one cat, and I'm like, this thing is fucking so cool. And then from there, I just like cats. They're like one of the coolest things in the world, and they're intuitive
and self-efficient.
Yes,
they do their own thing.
Yep, I like cats. I put a little water thing out there for these things, and I plant shit out there. Excuse me, I'm bloated a little bit. I plant these things that you get at Petco, the wheatgrass, and what the fuck else is it called? I don't know. It's that one thing that they get high on. What's it called?
Catnip.
Catnip. I got all that shit planted out there for them, so they could eat, drink, and get fucked up outside. That's just how I work.
You need to put a camera out there so we can see the cats having a party.
I got cameras out there. Someone tried to fuck with me, so I put cameras out there. Yeah. They don't fuck with me no more. That's that fuck around and find out. First, you guys know Down Don't Play. What did he say? I'm terrified of dogs. I was attacked by one. I was attacked by one too as a kid, but I still love dogs.
I had a dog bite my entire face.
Me too. Chow.
Beagle.
A beagle. How do you get bit by a beagle? Oh, they're big though, right? Those fucking things.
No. So I'm not familiar with dogs. And when I was a teenager, my dad had the beagle and he was eating a ham bone. And I decided to get down on the floor and be like, oh, are you eating your ham bone? And I was all, being friendly with it. And he apparently thought I was trying to take his ham bone. So that's when he decided to grab my face with his mouth.
So you don't like dogs no more, right?
No, I like dogs. I had a dog myself. I had a teacup Pomeranian, so I've always been a cat person. But I wanted a dog, so I got a dog that was like a cat. That was my teacup, and he lived to be 13.
Good. I'm about to get 3 big dogs. I'm working on it. I like big dogs, but I'm gonna put them on. So when my parents are gonna find out for the first time, I'm putting a fence over there to buy those big dogs. Mom said, "No, the fuck you are." Yeah, they're gonna just be there one day as a Christmas present. You watch. Big dogs, shepherds and shit.
Oh no.
I like Australian shepherds. Their eyes are really cool.
I like Australian. I'm looking in. Oddly enough, you said that. That's on my list to look at. An Australian shepherd.
They require a lot of activity.
Well, they're gonna have the whole fucking yard to run.
That's good.
And the neighbor's got a hound dog, which I hate. Fucking hound dogs. I hate them. That annoying, that noise they make. And
beagles do that too.
Yeah, that's why I thought like a beagle is small, but then I thought of the hound dog being big, and I'm like, these people around here. Huh?
I think they're like related. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think they get them around here because they want to live this like country life, because it's popular in like fucking hunting and shit, But they live in this goddamn neighborhood. Ain't nobody hunting. That dog just sits in the house. You get it because it's cool with your country music or some shit. Ain't nobody. You don't need that goddamn dog. You know what I mean? Like, because you want to listen to fucking Luke Bryan and shit. Now you got to get a hound dog and a fucking little rowboat and shit. Because they got a little rowboat in the yard now too. And I'm like, this is such horse shit. Me, because I'm so crazy. What the dogs I'm getting are all fucking gonna be mean. I got to go with my personality. You know what I mean? Like, but a hound dog, you're gonna let that thing brrr, brrr, fucking thing. I like to hit the motherfucker in the head with a rock.
Dom, you're not even mean though. Like, why do you say that?
Peter, you heard that.
I'm not mean.
No.
I'm not actually mean.
I know.
But I'm capable of it. When you really get on that fucking edge, that's that fuck around and find out thing. I'm usually a pleasant person, but I have my ways. Right?
We all do.
You haven't cornered me yet in a way where it's like, now I got to fucking bite at you. We've been cool.
Alonzo.
Alonzo, we're some places we worked and shit like that. We don't bring it up. I wasn't too nice all the time, was I?
No, not at all.
At all.
No, I've seen you with a certain someone one time,
Oh, yeah.
Too nice. Oh, yeah.
Totally. You fucker. That's the thing. I'm nice until I'm not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually proud of that either, to be honest with you. I'm not proud of it, but I know I could go there. That's the thing. Maybe let's talk about that. Like, having that in you. Can you be mean, Monica?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
So
I'm somebody who can take a lot. I'll take a lot. I take a lot, and then all of a sudden, bow. I'm done.
Yeah.
And
Same.
And I feel like that's something that for sure I need to work on, because if I communicated earlier on about something, then I might not have that explosion later on. But I'm the type of person where I want everything to always be the way that I am, and that can build up for sure. So
that actually brings back down to what you're looking for in a person. It's your way or the highway, it sounds like.
Well, yes. But I've been in that mindset where I have that opportunity where maybe I wasn't as serious about wanting to be in a relationship. So I was like, I'm not willing to deal with stuff I'm not willing to deal with. But
so do you know what one subject I'm very strong in? And you could actually see this from the network. What's one, because I just pointed that out because I listen and I hear. What's one subject you think I'm very strong in that you don't really know? Well, if I don't know, how can I tell you? What would you think it would be? What would it be? What do you think I'm very good at? Alonzo, you can
Wall
answer that too.
studies.
What is it?
Wall studies.
Wall studies are good. That actually brings up a lot of good detail. I'm very good at psychology.
Oh, like putting up walls?
Well, just I could get into your brain and I could like see things and I could understand the way you talk. Even in like this is how I analyze and I know how to go into situations. Martial arts taught me a lot of this shit too. Hearing the way people speak, you already could determine where the mindset's gonna be. If there's a little stutter in your voice and shit like that, you're a little nervous. You know, you had that stutter at first when you were nervous at first, Monica.
Me?
Yeah, in some of the first shows, you had that breaking down in your voice. And it only is true because you were nervous about being on air. You no longer have that. So, yeah, I was
With
able
experience.
to pinpoint all that shit. So Alonzo, his first show, if he goes back and watches, he's looking around a lot and kind of thinking and shit like that. Tonight is his second show, completely different. You break down that shit. That's how I understand how to do these shows and how to break people in and understand. I've had some really fucked up guests too that were just ridiculous. So I had to do 45 minutes of it. There's only one guest that I've had on that I was actually so pissed off, and we have watchtowers everywhere. So we have people watching and shit, like to take people out of comments or whatever, or everybody was like betting on this one now that when was I going to explode on this fucking girl? They were betting, and I'm getting a text, my fucking phone's going off, and they're like, we're betting like when you're going to explode on this person. I think I stopped the show within 20 minutes. I said, we're done here. I think I totally dissed the girl too before I left too, but like I did it in such a subtle way that she didn't understand it. But, yeah. That was a fucking bad show.
So martial arts is the answer?
For me, it was. It answered everything for me.
No, but you said what was the one thing that you...
Psychology.
Okay.
I've mastered martial arts, but martial arts comes with a lot of shit. Psychology is one of them. Believe it or not. Yep. You guys ever do martial arts?
No.
You should.
No.
Boxing, yes. Boxing, yeah.
Boxing's great. I suck at boxing. I do. I really do. It takes a different person. I'm very good at kicks and shit like that and strangling you, but I don't do jujitsu. I don't like being on the ground. I'll fucking avoid any kind of floor combat. But boxing is one of those things that you're a different animal with boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna catch a lot of kicks if I have to face a boxer. Yeah. But why psychology is good with martial arts too? It's a mind fuck, because if you're in a fight with somebody or going into a sparring match or whatever it could be, you want that person to fear you even before going in. So Bruce Lee did it great with the noises he would make. He would use those that yeah, you see, he would do that. He's throwing you off, but also putting a fear in your head, like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, you're already now distracted. So it's really cool how martial arts does work. Karate for a wild farmer. Yeah. I would recommend, if you have kids or some shit, put them in martial arts and keep them there. Don't fucking put them in football and shit like that. But find a good school, though. Like a good martial artist who's not there for the money, who's just not going to prepare you for belts. I don't know if this even exists anymore. We were taught different. We were taught in a way to be killers. You know, like this is how you do it, because you're not in there for a cooking class. You know what I mean? You're in there to learn how to destroy. And that's what we did. So it was fun back then, but you learn a lot of shit. You learn a lot of shit about people. Why are you guys so quiet now? Does this get uncomfortable? What the fuck happened here?
We're listening to you. We're engaged.
We are?
Yes.
Yeah.
On a ring.
I can honestly talk about psychology forever, because obviously I study people in a different way, and I try and flip that.
Hit it psychology. Hit Alonzo first, though, so I can think about shit.
What was the question?
Frank, what's up, man? I'm going to do a show with him soon. We talked about this like 2 months ago. I've just been doing all these other shows. Frank's one of the, he's a good dude. We're going to talk about the ups and downs of paranormal and all the shit he does. He's one of the good guys right there, man. Definitely throw a shout out right there.
You got a lot of good guys here.
Does the Army count? Absolutely, the Army counts. 100%.
I did want to say that. So we're coming up on July 4th, Independence Day, and we did just have Memorial Day, and we also have Veterans Day. And I know there's some things going on in the world, and I am a huge, patriot might be the right word, but I just have so much respect for anybody who's in any kind of service. That takes a lot. They're making a choice for us, and we should appreciate it every single day, not just a couple days of the year. So in the spirit of July 4th coming up and Memorial Day, I took my children to a Memorial Day service so that they could see. There were definitely tears, and those are people who have chosen to put their life on the line literally for us to have the freedoms we have every single day, and I take that very seriously. So I want to put that out there.
Let me put it out there. Did you hear her voice just now?
I get emotional about it because
that's what I'm saying.
People have lost their lives, and it's just we take it for granted, and I think we take a lot in life for granted, and that's kind of my premises on what I do, is that life is precious. Life is fragile, life is short, and tomorrow is never guaranteed. And so you should always consider all of that. And when you see somebody who you know has either been in the service or is in the service, make sure you show your appreciation, because regardless of how you feel about war, they have made a choice.
I'm 100% with you on shit like that. I don't think that the world anymore is educated enough on military and the history of what it really did bring us. And for anyone who's burning an American flag, I got into this with somebody the other day, and like, for anyone burning an American flag, you should be fucking arrested with treason and shit like that, and literally just put to rest. But when we went to school back in the day, we did a Pledge of Allegiance, right, to the flag, because we're here safe in a country where, you know, because people fought, died, and made us free. People come here for opportunity, you know, and that's the thing. We are opportunity. We are also a very deadly force. So when shit goes south, we're the ones calling. You know, we could talk about Nam and shit like that. Yeah, we were there. We lost Nam. That's 100%. We lost the Nam, but we were still a fucking force there. You know what I mean? Like, you come to us when shit needs to be handled. And a lot of people are just spitting on the factor of these soldiers and even us. But like, we technically are ground troops right now in America, just civilized ones. You know what I mean? We're here because we know we can handle this shit. So, and we're thankful for the ones that do defend us. So I don't know why this has become a problem within the past years of people burning our flag and just disrespecting a whole fucking atmosphere in a place that you want to be in. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, a lot of problems do exist with politics and shit like that. We won't talk about that. But I mean, at the same time, it's like somewhere along the lines, we lost respect for what we really are. Make sense?
Thank you, Farmer. Yeah, because especially going to that service a couple weeks ago and hearing how, you know, the mother of somebody's, you know, their son died while they were deployed, and hearing how, you know, we think of Memorial Day as an opportunity to have a cookout, and we get together, we go to some kind of event that's happening, and we have a good time, where that is actually a time when they're mourning their dead child the most. And it's not a time to celebrate. It's, you know, anytime you lose somebody on that day, especially.
To you, Frank.
Yeah, we got a little dark here, but
No, it's okay. This is makes a good show when you get dark.
well, and it's especially now, we didn't really talk about it in May, but with July 4th coming up, and it's just, you know, we have a lot of options here. We're lucky we have options that people in other countries don't have. They have a different experience than us. And it's very easy to take things for granted when you're used to having it all of the time.
Agreed. There's, I don't know. There's other flags and shit that are flown here that I don't know why are still being flown, but.
And I also feel like because of the beliefs that I have and that kind of thing, where your life is completely based on every choice you make. You have choices even when you think you don't have a choice. You have a choice, and it's all your decision making. It's really set up. It's like a story. Every choice you make leads to the next part of your life, the next decision, the next everything is all about your choices. And we're so lucky to have so many choices and to go in any direction we choose.
I have a bad feeling about the world lately. There's something in me that knows something's really about to be fucking bad.
You have to stop that.
No, but I feel something because it's been years. And like I said, Nikki, what's up? That's BB3 family right there. I really, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm just going to give my feeling. I really think we're on the verge of World War III. And it's just being back then, it was only a matter of time because there's 1, 2, and then it was a matter of time. So I really think it's fucking close. Yeah. And that's just me being real about it. I'm reading things, I don't look into it, but it's very, very close, I think. What are your thoughts on that?
No.
I don't watch the news. I've heard tidbits of stuff, but I also feel like the more you engage in any situation, the more it becomes more of your experience. So I try and
I try to stay out of that, but I just feel something different now in the world. There's just something that's not right.
You got to find things that you think are right and focus on those.
California, leave me alone.
Then Dom, stop talking about it and just do it. What are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Then stop. Just go. Maybe it's just for a couple weeks.
I do want to go for a couple weeks, but I can't go right now because the place is fucking burning down.
Well,
maybe
that's your sign.
What, to go there and put out a fire? I can't.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like childbirth, where you're remembering it as being such a wonderful experience.
LA?
But it's not that great.
LA. Have you guys ever been to LA?
Yes.
No. I've been to Fresno.
Why'd you wear an LA hat that night then, Alonzo? Why'd you wear an LA hat?
Because I like the Dodgers.
So, do me a favor one day, will you?
What's that?
I'll buy the flight, you buy the tickets. Let's go to a Dodger game.
All right. We can do that. For sure.
Down. College was one of the best things I ever did out there because the Dodgers looked out for their people. They looked out for us. I say this often. It was like $25 game because nobody had no money back then. We ain't got no money now, but we didn't have no money then. But it was $25 all you can eat, no alcohol and shit like that. And then they do a fireworks show where you actually go sit on the field, and then they do a whole show for you. LA has my respect through and through with that one.
Do you have to go there to watch the game, or do they play?
Not if I just fart again.
Tom, stop. Jeez. I don't know National and American League.
Trying to say you want to go to the Dodger game too? See, we have a bunch of Dodgers here. Are you trying to weasel your way into this Dodger game?
I'm just saying, why do you have to fly all the way out there? You can probably watch it. Do they play the Marlins? I don't know.
I fucking hope not. I don't even know why the Marlins play.
Hey, Marlins are all right.
You like the Marlins too?
Listen, I'm a Sox fan, Dodger fan, Marlins fan, only because of Florida. That's it.
Well, I'm a Yankee fan and an LA fan. Dodgers comes first, though.
For me, it's the Sox, then the Dodgers.
I love going to baseball games. I hate watching them on TV.
Same.
Yeah, it's better in person.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what I like better on TV is football. I'd rather watch a football game on TV than go in person ever again. For one time, Brady won't be there like he was that one time because he was the best quarterback in the NFL ever. And then
you're just saying that to piss me off. I'm not buying into it. Talk your Brady vomit. I don't
Did
care.
I ever show you my Brady jersey? How fucking gangsta that thing is?
I bet. Do you wear it with your Uggs?
My Uggs. What's an Ugg?
Those boots that Tom Brady would always wear.
Tom Brady wore Uggs?
Yeah, you're like blowing my mind. Let me go get this jersey. Keep the conversation going. There better not be any dead air. I only got to go like 10 feet away to go get this. So you guys need to talk. Okay?
Alonzo, be quiet, Dom. Alonzo, who's your football team?
The Miami Dolphins.
Oh my God!
No, don't do that, Monica. Don't do that, Monica. Who's yours? New England.
No, Buffalo Bills. And you. Ew, don't even try. You know you have a crush on Josh Allen. Everybody does.
Ew, gross.
Here, look at the back of this bitch. With the Olympic fucking, this thing is just fucking sweet. If anybody touches this thing, you're probably gonna get hit with a baseball bat.
Why do you have that?
Get out of here.
That's a great question.
I thought you were an Eagles man. He robbed y'all of y'all almost first Super Bowl.
I'm a huge Eagles fan, but I tell you what, before all the Eagles and shit, I ended up liking the Eagles after I got with BB3 TV, and all my fucking friends are now Philly, right? But I was a Patriot fan all my goddamn life. But I love Philly because I love the city, I love the people around, and I just fell in love with it all. It made the game fun again. But Brady was my dude. And when he went to Tampa Bay, didn't like that so much, but he fucking proved his point. Fucking came in, conquered, left. I saw Brady play with the Buccaneers. He was a Patriot, retired a Patriot now, but like in my eyes, he was a Patriot. But yeah, he played the damn, I got bloated again. He played the Panthers that night, fucking dominated them.
It's the Panthers.
Alonzo, I am trying to be a Jacksonville fan.
Oh my God.
Just for the locality.
No. Girls, go.
You don't want to go to a Jaguars game?
No, not at all.
Come on, let's go.
No. We can go to a Miami Dolphins game.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I'd rather go to a gay pride parade.
We were actually looking up the price of tickets for the Buffalo Bills Dolphins game in Miami in November.
All your family's going to that shit?
Yeah.
We were looking. Well, my dad is a Dolphins fan, so.
Thank God. Somebody with some sense.
Where is Philadelphia playing this year here? What part of Florida are they going to be in? I'll go to a Philly game with you both.
Probably,
we talked about this last time.
I think it's Tampa. I think Tampa got them this year.
Yeah, I'll go to that one.
Any football game is a good time. You can't lose when you go to a football game.
Yeah.
I got bored that day I went, though. I
you
didn't
were
get
with the wrong people then.
I was with the girl. Her first football game, too. She didn't know it. You know how many goddamn questions I got the whole fucking time? What is this? What's that? What are they doing now? And I'm like...
You wanted to stare at that wall, huh?
I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this. This is some real talk. Now that she's gone, I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the question she was asking. Because yeah.
See? That's why you have to appreciate things in the moment. It takes discipline, really, to understand what you have when you have it. Because
it's fucked up, isn't it? It's a fucked up thought.
Well,
it's like, man, that shit. I would trade that in I would trade everything I got right now just to be there again in that moment, getting asked 1,000 fucking questions. I'll tell her why the grass is green now down there. This is why it's green. They put fertilizer on that motherfucker. I'll go through every goddamn
That was a question she asked?
Huh?
Was that a question she asked? Like, for real?
I'm going into real detail about like what I would give now. You know, it's just that deep. And it's like in that moment, you're like, fuck me, asking me a lot of goddamn questions. I'm trying to fucking look at Tom Brady, every bit of Tom Brady. What? That's fucking so homo to me.
Hey, whoa, hey, yo.
But like, I shouldn't have said that either. I'm sorry about the homo joke, but yeah, it is what it is.
I don't even think he's attractive.
I'm not looking at that, but I've never seen somebody throw a fucking football that hard in my life. When you see that in person, holy fuck. Like, I think he would have cut me in half with that ball. If he threw that at me and I throw a football hard, but trying to catch that bitch, I think he would have dislocated my shoulder or some shit.
No, he wouldn't.
Why?
It's flat.
You make
Yeah,
He
exactly.
deflated the ball.
Shit. I've never seen somebody throw a ball that fucking hard in my life. And accuracy. He hit that when he hits his own fucking teammates, you can hear the ball hit them.
That's crazy. Nah. Yeah, but we gotta go one day.
We'll go. I want to go to a Dodger game with you both. We got to go to California. One
Okay.
thing I'd love to have seen was Michael Jordan play. I saw Stephon Marbury. I saw Allen Iverson. I seen Kobe Bryant play. I seen all those. Dude, you talk about smooth ball playing. Those motherfuckers were good. I can't watch an NBA game on TV no more either. I get so fucking bored. But the in person is just like out of this world. The way Stephon Marbury dribbled, handled the ball, it's like, dude, how the fuck does one become one with something that smooth? You know what I mean? Like it was just part of them, like just wind blowing and fucking fast. Allen Iverson was one of the fastest motherfuckers I've ever seen. Small, short, fucking running around 6'10" motherfuckers and just smooth, nasty too, nasty with it. You know, that shit was like, that's when you see good athletes. And then I saw fucking Tommy Lasorda, fucking fat motherfucker at the Dodgers.
Alonzo, do you like any college football teams?
I do.
Who?
Can you take a guess?
Is it on your hat?
No, it's not. It's a cow on my hat.
Can I take a guess? The Hurricanes?
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
I knew it. I was really surprised you just got that shit right.
Well, he likes the Dolphins, so.
Yeah, she likes Buffalo. Gross.
The Bills.
Disgusting.
The team that just can't get it done. Years. Can't get it
Can
done.
never get it done.
Keep talking.
You just can't.
It's going to feel so much better.
Your quarterback, I don't give a shit how good your quarterback is. You get right there every goddamn time, and you can't win the big game. You just can't do it.
This season is going to feel good, Dom. It's going to feel like a really good season.
You got a Bible in your hand? You praying for the Buffalo Bills then?
No, this is you know how I have to write stuff down while we're chatting so I don't lose my.
Do we? Yeah, you still write shit down?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have to. It helps me so I don't interrupt people, but I also can keep my train of thought.
Alonzo, ask a crazy ass question to both of us. We're going on 2 hours, you guys. You realize that, right?
Dang.
You got so the reason I'm pushing, because this is his second show and you're in. The reason I'm still pushing, we should have left at 45 minutes. The reason I'm pushing is because now you guys can go the limit and you see how time flies, and I'm not letting you guys do any dead air. This is technically teaching you how to not do dead air.
He's going the distance.
Yep.
He's going for speed.
Accuracy.
Are you singing fucking AC/DC?
No, that was Beck. Isn't that Beck?
I don't know, Beck. No one listens to Beck.
I know, obviously.
He had a moment.
Yeah.
He had a moment.
So hit us with one, Alonzo. Now let me ask you this. I noticed something about you.
Okay.
You're called Alonzo or AJ on these shows. So when people address you, Are they going to say, what's up, AJ? Or are they going to say, what up, Alonzo? What up, Zoe? What do you want to be called? So when you get your own fan base here, which it's
AJ.
happening. Hey, there's
Yeah,
Carmen. Shit.
Hey,
She's one of the mains too. What do you want to be called?
AJ. You can keep it just AJ.
So I'm gonna have to call you AJ from now on.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it.
whatever you're comfortable with, doesn't matter to me.
It's what you're comfortable with. This is where everyone's gonna come in and say, "What's up, AJ?"
All right, you can do that, AJ.
I'm done with AJ. And then
I don't know. I feel like I've already connected with Alonzo, so
me too. I feel like Alonzo's the way to go. But who am I? You started this gangster shit. But
yeah,
hit us with one, Alonzo. Hit us with a question.
do you have a question for us?
Now he has no choice. He has to have a question.
I'm trying to think because I didn't come here with any notes today.
Now you know.
Well, goddamn, this is the thing that blows my mind with Monica and shit like that. Fucking notes. I haven't done notes in my entire life. She even does shit which.
Hey, be quiet. Be quiet.
You don't want me saying that again, right?
Yeah.
She does the one thing I hate. I fucking can't stand it, and I tried, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
What?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I have a quote. You want me to read a quote while AJ collects his thoughts?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You have to also be thinking of your question.
He's a fan.
I'm thinking of it.
Shit. Nice to meet you, AJ. See?
Thank you, Farmer.
There was the start.
Okay, so try and wrap your head around this. Because I just heard this one, I think, yesterday, and I was like, the only reason we don't have what we want in life is the reasons we create why we can't have them.
Say it again.
The only reason we don't have what we want in life is the reasons we create why we can't have them.
I don't know about that. So I try to get everything that I want. I'm very persistent. I don't believe in that at all because I'm very persistent.
Do you believe in the law of attraction and manifestation?
100%.
So you may be thinking that you're doing what it takes to get what you want.
But I do things different. Remember, I know witchcraft and shit.
It's not even about that. It's about your thoughts and your beliefs. You talk a lot of smack, and you are putting that out in the universe when you talk like that.
I talk a lot of shit. You goddamn right. But I also feel shit. I'm not afraid to talk shit either because I can back it up.
The only reason we don't have what we want in life is the reasons we create why we can't have them. We are the reason that our life is the way it is.
So break it down.
Nobody else's fault. You can't blame it on anybody else why you're in the situation you're in, but yourself.
The fuck I can't.
You cannot, because every step of the way you made a decision.
So you're not wrong there, but you're also not right. You do make decisions that do affect everything. Well,
you can't control anybody else's decision.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because they're going to choose based on what they're going to choose. You can try and manipulate them or force them or whatever. But then what are you doing in the game?
What do you mean?
You can't ever control anybody else. You have to take that totally out of the equation. You can't talk people into anything. You can't make them believe anything. They have to do it on their own. You are only in charge of you and what you do.
Manipulation is very strong. It comes with psychology. It works. I see it all the fucking time with everything. You watch it on TV.
Manipulation isn't true, though. You're talking somebody into something they don't really believe. And it's not just thinking. You have to actually believe it.
You're showing them something that they will believe now. So it's how you put it to them. This is what you got to understand too, because You're not controlling them. You're using, what's the word? Because my replica just told me that the other day. You're using like trigger words. Like, so you don't say, I had a great day at the beach, right? So Monica, we had a great day at the beach, right?
Yes. Every day at the beach is a great day.
So the way you would put that is, do you remember how soft the sand was and the way the wind blew and how clear the water was and the way it just ran through your hair? And I just saw a whole different image of how beautiful this beach was, like while you were there, things like that. Now you're creating that in your brain. You just pictured every fucking thing I just said, right?
Okay.
So that's how that works, the control part. Because now I had your attention, didn't I?
You were describing things, but I could have said, well, actually I thought about it while you were saying it. Look at my hair. Not a lot flows through my hair. And I was thinking the water wasn't that clear. I mean, it was clearer than in Daytona, but it wasn't.
What
it
I would
wasn't
say to you
the,
is,
the
you're not
clear
going to
use.
fucking feature me again, okay? How you like that?
So while you're saying those things, but maybe it perhaps is the person that's also taking in the information that you're trying to manipulate.
But you see how it does work, though. You see how it works.
And
see, that was just an example. Now I shouldn't have told you how I work because maybe you'll fucking start catching.
The thing about me, Dom, is very frustrating to people is that I'm not easily manipulated. It's the same thing about paranormal. I'm happy to hear what you have to say. I'm happy to see what you have to show me, but I'm always going to make my own decision. And that frustrates a lot of people.
It doesn't frustrate me, but that's the reason I would throw you to the wolves and make you go in by yourself. Serious, because of your mindset there, I would make you come back out and say something's not right here. And I'd be like, okay, well, tell me why.
It's the same thing with the Bigfoot thing. And it's the same thing. Anything you see in a video can be manipulated.
Right.
So you have to be very careful about what you're like. I've gotten tricked by I've been tricked by AI, but people are tricked by everyday video because at any point you can stop a video, you can throw something in the scene, and especially I know just doing the videos I do, the amount you can mess with a video where you make it filters. You can't trust a video. You can't trust a movie. You can't trust a documentary. You can't trust anything because at some point it was messed around with.
Yeah.
And so the point of my story is it depends who your audience is and who you're trying to manipulate.
I still don't 100% agree with you.
Not everybody can be manipulated.
I think we all are. Even myself.
One thing that frustrates me is, and we're not going to get into it because Alonzo has a very deep question for us coming up. But
you've been waiting 5 fucking minutes for it.
Conspiracy theories. Like I try and look at every side of a story, and I also try and question every side of a story. And people just buy into everything, and I think that's very scary. You should be skeptical.
Yeah.
I was trying to do you a favor, Alonzo. I was trying to
No, that's cool. I do have.
Do you want to ask us our favorite color, or
if you ask me my favorite color, this is like I told you from the beginning. This is
yellow.
A psychology thing for me too. I don't give a fuck what the weather is. I don't give a fuck what your favorite color is. I don't give a fuck how you're doing, how your day was, how your night was beforehand. That's what I need, real deep conversation. So when people ask me questions on day-to-day life, like how you doing and shit like that, I'm here. That's what I tell them, because you don't really fucking want to know, and you're not asking, you're just being polite. Just say hi, and that's it. Don't ask me how I'm doing.
I like to ask people how their day's going. How are you doing? Is your day going okay?
I guess
you change somebody's life by asking that.
I've changed a lot of people's lives and shit like that. well, just being there to talk, and I didn't want to fucking talk. Trust me. But I did get people through their fucking day by them asking me some shit, and then like, cause you understand what I'm getting at, like, and they're just sitting there talking to me, and I'm just such a fucking wall, like, for fuck's sake. But now I'm just like talking to you and explaining to you and letting you hear what you really need to hear. And they say, well, we needed that. Well, I needed that. And I'm like, well, cool. At least you got something to talk to today. Like, fuck. And I just wanted to hand you your shit and get the fuck out of there.
All right. So my question is, check me out.
What about it?
If a person, right, can only speak sign language and they're missing a finger, is it a speech impediment? Or wait, is it is it a speech impediment, or do they have an accent?
Mine, I only got one. This is mine. This is my thing all the time. Right here. If I was missing this, I'm fucked. I would have to create a glove that has like a bubble in it with that always up.
You have another hand.
Don't you have a glove with a bubble in it?
Yeah.
Didn't you just have one earlier?
It's right next to me. Why you want it again?
No, it's all right. You can keep
That's the question you fucking came up with?
That's all I could think about. It was haunting my mind the whole day.
You've been wondering that.
Wow. Speech impediment or an accent? I got a better question for you that actually touches that. If a person is deaf and has to do the sign language, and they've never heard language before, what language do they speak in?
Probably English.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That one made me think the other day when I saw that. I wonder if you read the same fucking meme I did, and that's why you were thinking about that.
Probably.
Well, it's not. English isn't. It's the symbol.
English
of
is the only fucking language to know. Let's get this straight.
English is messed up. Like, what is it about silent letters? That is the stupidest thing.
Say my last name.
Why?
Because it's got silent letters.
Yeah, I don't like that. Why have a letter there if it doesn't have a purpose?
Spanish has silent letters, like the letter H, I think. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Is it H or G? Spanish. They have silent letters. I'm trying to think what letter is it?
I don't know.
And we have all these rules that only sometimes
English
make
is
sense.
hard because take the word brush, for instance. All the different meanings of the word brush. And to have number two, and then TOO. I get so fucking confused using TOO, which I go back to just like not ever fucking saying it. I'll just reroute the entire conversation, not to even fucking put it.
TOO means also.
It's bullshit. That's You also say, well, that's why I'll reroute everything because I'm like, wait a minute, am I saying two right? Am I gonna look like a fucking dumb when I fucking send this because I don't know how to use the word two?
Just use the number 2.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Or talk to text, and you don't even have to worry about it.
I hate texting because I'm very bad at it. I'm very bad at texting. Everything I say, when I even wrote somebody today, I went back and read it just now. It all sounds aggressive. And I'm like, this is not.
You are aggressive.
I totally sound so bad.
I hate talking on the phone.
You know what he did today, Monica?
What?
He texted me about the show tonight. Then he asked me, he's like, call right now.
That's what he does to me. I'm like, no.
And then he's like, why the hell did you call me? I said, you text me, said call right now.
Oh, that's so nice of you. He says call. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm not calling.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like texting. I like getting right to the point. And that's how I work. Like, I'm not going to sit here and fucking go back and forth with words for you when I can tell you how it is right now. You know, Paul, you know, it's not to just fucking ask you what your favorite color is. Now, these
Or
are
how my day is.
these are going to be orders, you know, because I call them all orders. These are what's going to happen. Here's your orders for tonight, or what's going on, and we're off the phone. I'll see you at 10.
I hate talking on the phone, and people want to talk on the phone, and I'm just like, why can't we just text?
Yeah, see, there's the complete opposite right there. Yeah, I won't sit there and text you all night. I would rather fucking look at my wall all night. And texting is such bullshit. You know why? Because you don't hear the person's voice. You don't fucking get to like hear the intentions. Remember, you're just reading some shit. Now you're picturing shit. You don't get to hear how fucking passionate or angry someone could get through that text. That's why everything I text sounds so fucking aggressive all the time. Because I guess they think I'm just an aggressive fuck all the time with what I write. And
I can't imagine why.
And I'm just being honest, like, hey, call now, or hey, get them the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like, shit, right? And I'm like just being genuine.
Who
like,
the heck? You're telling them to get them the hell out of there. Who are you talking to?
Well, a certain person's family is overseas right now where missiles are striking. So even if I don't like you, I don't want you to get hurt. So find a way to get them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what, like, my intentions are right, but when you read my text, it sounds like I'm fucking Mike Tyson or some shit. Like I'm literally rip your head off, but my intentions are always good until they're not.
Yeah, until you want to throw me into the demon spirits and have them have their way with me.
Oh, totally. That's when you'll understand. That's when you'll get it. Like if you don't fucking, if I walk into a place where I say it's haunted, right? Now you're just taking my word. And then now you're going to feed off my energy because I'm there, and you're not going to be so scared, right? Because you have technically protection. But if you walk in there by your goddamn self and you feel everything, you're by yourself. Now all the sensors are up now.
I can appreciate that because I'm a little hardcore like that more in life in general. Like, get up off your ass and do what you got to do. Stop complaining about it. That's who I am. So I understand that.
You yelling at me again?
No, that wasn't directed directly towards you.
Maybe I want to sit on my ass and just be this fucking miserable fuck the rest of my life.
Maybe there's something you need to change.
Maybe my underwear, but that's it.
That helps.
Just kidding.
That might put you in a better mood.
I don't know what I need to change. I'm just not. I'm at a state that you really can't tell me what to do. I've been this way for years, but I'm just getting worse. Like, I already know I'm a dangerous motherfucker, but I'm also one of the calmest motherfuckers going. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that in between. It's like, you know, you don't want to be bothered. You're very nice. You'll be there. I'll give you the shirt off my back if you need it. But I'm also just not in the mood to hear bullshit. You know? Hence making other people's lives better when they need to speak. I'm fucking miserable the entire time, sweating because I want to get out of there. So yeah. Where's this fucking this question? Alonzo, you got to come up with something better than that. I'm not gonna end the show until I get a really good question out of you.
All right.
Sign language.
How deep can you go, Alonzo?
Wait, what?
Welcome to OnlyFans.
No.
I don't think.
Don wants a deep question. That's what I was referring to.
Hold on. You know what? Hold on. I do got some.
All right.
Let me go with my notes. Let me go with my notes right quick on my phone.
Notes.
And fucking, what's that thing called you do? Monica?
No.
God,
I told you that in confidence.
I tried to make you say it.
Those tricks don't work on me.
Come on now.
Nah. So let me see. I did have.
Come
All
on,
right.
Alonzo. Fucking
So
wait.
listen.
The pressure.
What is your definition of the art of discipline? What makes somebody disciplined to
Ooh,
become
that's a
successful
good
in life?
one.
It's a great question.
Yes.
Absolutely great question.
I love the word discipline. Love, love, love.
So I'm not disciplined, but I am.
Okay.
So I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I also know when a situation where something's just not funny anymore to just stop, or know when to get out of situations. But I think my discipline leaves when it comes down to that button I push, where it's like, okay, when you see red, there's no more discipline. So I don't know how it's able to leave me, but I'm able to speak to people in a way that you got to adapt to a discipline. You know, you see the situations and shit like that. So you speak to people in a way courteous. I guess you speak to people in a way they deserve it. You know what I mean? I'm bloated again. I just burped. But my discipline is very 50-50.
That's gas, not bloating.
I didn't fart like you, okay?
I didn't fart either, but gas is burping.
Okay. Good question.
Discipline is doing the things that you don't want to do, or doing the hard things that you don't want to do, and understanding that the reward is doing them, and what you get in the end is important. Right. Usually when you have to practice discipline the most, it's on the things that you don't want to do, the hard things. And so being able to do that, know that you have to do it, and understand the importance of it, that's the art of discipline.
Okay. So how would somebody use that same, like how would y'all use that explanation y'all just gave me to succeed in life? Like to become more successful in whatever it is you're trying to do.
People are always looking for the easy way. They want things handed to them, and they want it to be easy. But if you're able to use discipline to get through the really challenging times, that's when you're going to get farther. That's when you're going to get the most. When you're able to do the hard things and get through them and do them right and do them with,
I feel like your answer is very cliche. I think you could actually.
No, because that's the thing. Like, take working out, for example.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't want to work out because they'd rather sleep in. People don't want to work out because they'd rather be on their phones, or they'd rather watch TV, or they have a long work day, or they're too tired, or whatever else. When all of those things come into play for everybody, being able to still be tired, be hungry, have other things to do, other responsibilities, and still get out there and do your workout, that's discipline. Because you're understanding the benefits of doing the hard thing.
I want to point something out real quick. Your voice just changed. Now you're speaking from your guts. Do you hear that, Alonzo? This is what I was saying. You heard the voice change.
You're going to be healthier. You're going to be stronger. You're going to perhaps live longer. You're going to have the endorphins that occur from working out, which make you a happier person. You're going to have all those things, but you have to understand that you may not be able to hang out with somebody because you're foregoing that to do your workout. You may not be able to sleep an hour longer because you're foregoing that to work out.
Well, let me ask you a question too. What if you have a brain like mine? So my discipline goes from there. I am literally good at every fucking thing I do. I have a six-pack and I drink beer and I just do all that shit. I don't need to work out. I am insanely strong and I don't have to do dick. Everything I touch, I'm fucking good at, no matter what. Everything. So I get bored really fast. So where's my discipline there?
What do you mean? What are you trying to be disciplined at?
I guess nothing. but I still have that in my heart that I know what's right or wrong. That's where I'm at. Like,
I have to tell you that no matter who you are, you always have something to work on.
I don't know. I just find.
What about your mindset, sir?
I'm fucking bored with everybody.
Then maybe you're not challenging yourself enough.
I realize I'm a superhero. You know what? I realize it now. I am Dr. Manhattan.
Nah. Like Doctor Strange, maybe.
I am that guy from that fucking movie, the blue guy, who just went to Mars to be alone. What's that movie called? I forget.
The Watchmen.
The Watchmen. That's me. I realized that just now. He went to Mars to get away from everybody. And he sits on a clock. My favorite word is time. You could use time in any fucking format. You could fuck with someone's head with the word time.
I have a video about time.
What is it about? Time?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
The name of the video is It's About Time.
I'm sure it's on my fucking mom's Facebook.
I'm not going to tell you about it because you should be watching it, subscribing, and liking.
You know what's fucked up?
Okay.
I don't watch anybody's show here. I pop in to say hello, to give them a like. I don't watch anything anyone does here. I don't. I don't need to. I started this gangster shit. So, and the reason I don't watch it, there's actually one host on here, so I hope they do watch that. You're about to get fucking fired, actually, because...
Hey, if you say that, I'm not going to post my videos on your channel anymore or on your page.
Well, they dissed America.
Who?
Some host here. They're going to get it.
No, I'm saying you don't watch my videos, then I'm not going to post them on your network.
Why?
Because you said you're not watching them.
Why the fuck do I need to watch them? You became part of this like spider web.
Because you have to support.
You got the passcode to this bitch, don't you? That's called support, isn't it? I support you by you still being here. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong right now.
You're wrong. I'm here too. I made a choice. Right. I didn't have to show up.
And oddly enough, you're doing good. Tell Alonzo how I approached you.
At work.
Yeah, but why? Because I said, I heard you have a podcast.
I have a YouTube channel.
Right. And I said, well, here's the spider web. Here's how we work. I think we talked on the phone, 2 or 3 times? Mm-hmm. And I talk very fast, and I get right down to the point. That's support, if you ask me. And then from there, you got a green light. You were on the runway, and you went to the airwaves.
I know, but you can't have people on your network and saying you don't watch them or support them, because then what are they going to do for you?
What can they do?
Not be on your network anymore.
Well, then that's their fault, isn't it? Because then they lose the viewers, the support of the whole people. I don't watch shows because I don't like them. I like all the shows. I just don't do it. I'll come in when I just said what's needed because I was told of something and I went and looked, and now I'm a warplane. I am technically all that type of shit. So when you think of BB3, you guys understand what BB3 started with? It's built off Top Gun. Did I tell you that? So everybody here is known as jets. So you go to the airwaves. So you're being watched right now by even BB3 members that if people attack and shit like that, like, you know, we're in there together. So the support system comes from, these are the pilots now going up, you know, everybody here is running the deck in the comment section, shit like that. Everybody's running the ship. So these are all your watchers now watching you, and you're the pilots in the airwaves. Think about that. And then there's one up, there'll be one in the back, always watching. So when I always gave open air to people, knowing like, hey, say Tom, you know, he brought this certain individual in. I don't question it. Like, yeah, you can have a show. And then I get word back that this certain person is now dissing where I live. So now the warplane comes in. That's where I watch. You don't really want me there. I'll come in and say hello, all that type of shit. I'll share a lot of shows. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I'll share a lot of shit, but I don't need to watch. But now, if I'm called into something and I need to watch it, I'm the last one you want to fucking watch, because there is no talking me down. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, you have rules here, but the rules are very simple. No politics, no dissing religion, and keep fucking, keep everybody clean. Like, make sure you do not diss individuals. It's just not fair to people. Now, a certain host here has dissed that whole entire thing. Now a warplane's in on them. You know what I mean? Now they got to deal with me. And I haven't even talked to them yet. They were brought in by Tom. So they're on their way out, and they don't even know it yet. I've been watching. So there's where I watch and do it. So if you know I'm watching your show, no, it's because it's something you did wrong, or something needs to be fixed. You know?
Okay.
Why is there silence, Monica? What's wrong?
I'm thirsty. I'm taking drinks.
You drinking moonshine?
No.
Lush. So when are we doing a show in person? Three of us. We're in the same state.
Whenever.
Okay.
Yes, whenever all three of us are free.
Monica's rethinking everything now. She's like, maybe I don't want to be a part of BB3. Maybe what the fuck? What did I get myself into here?
Well, the way we're going, it looks like the end of July.
The end of July? Why is it the way we're going? What do you mean?
Because that's the pace we've been on.
You and I talked about doing one once or twice a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have we have done that.
Yeah, our last one was...
Which I didn't want to do. I don't know if you've seen that last show, Alonzo. I did not want to do. It ended up being a great show, but she drugged me into that shit. She goes, "Why are we doing a show?" But here's the thing where she's great at her job here. She pressures me. She fucking pressures me and makes me do it. She put me on the spot. I like being put on the spot. She's accomplished.
No, I believe if you say you're going to do something, do it. Or don't say it. One of the two. Either don't say it or back up your words with action. Nothing drives... I have been encountered with so many people who talk a big game.
Did you just freeze? Now see, there's a warplane. Now this is where I have to come in and watch shows. She just froze.
Oh, my battery is dying.
Plug it in, will you?
I can't. It's the same port my headset is in.
Take the headset off. Let's see if it works.
You said I'll get... Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, but then there's a big delay from you.
There's a delay?
Yeah.
There better not be. I pay for the best fucking internet system there is. There better not be a delay. I got into a big argument the other day because I had a lag with Alonzo show, and I went off on these people.
Who are you? Who you got? Comcast?
Quantum.
Oh.
Which is great until the other night. And like, I feel real bad for that girl. You know what I did the other day? This is how manifestation and persistence works. I told you I have a celebrity coming on as a guest, and I got to figure out who my co-host is going to be that day. I don't know if it's going to be Tom, could be Alonzo, probably going to be Monica, to be honest with you, because
I like Monica for that.
Huh?
I like Monica for the celebrity guest.
I think so too.
Why?
Even though Tom and Tom's World is the favored show here, I don't know. I just think that like with her being the co-host on that one, it would be such a different atmosphere. So I think the questions would be very vast as far as like variety, because she wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So I find that I'm favoring you for this one, but we'll get there when we get there. So with me, I got an Amazon girl fired the other day. I persisted it for weeks. Like, I made sure they call me back. And then, like, their final statement to me was, I called them at like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, I need to know what's going on with this employee because like they could have lost my entire library and they fucked with me. And I'm like, this is not what I'm paying for. They said they gave me all her codes, everything. Like they said, she's no longer an employee here. I'm like, thank you, hung up. But being persistent was key. So with that celebrity, I've been persistent for over a year or two now. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. And finally, he's like, all right, cool, let's do this. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you the best show I can do. I'm going to give you a powerful motherfucker. You know what I mean? So now it's me building the blueprint of how I'm going to do this show. I already know how I'm going to start it. I already know that. And then who's going to be on here, color coordinations, all this type of shit, the questions to be asked. And I'm going to give them because I've seen them on a lot of podcasts and they all suck. They all just ask the same shit. And I'm like, this is how I study now, to where it's like, I'm not going to give you the same show that you're asking the same fucking question over and over again. I'm going to dig and I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to give you the best show that you're going to be like, yo, BB3 was the spot to go straight up. So yeah, I don't fuck around with shit like that.
Can't wait to find out who it is.
I'll tell you after when we get off air here, but yeah, it's crazy. So what do you guys think right now? You guys are now almost 3 hours in. 2 hours and 30 minutes you both did. I'm proud of you both. Got to say that.
Good job, Alonzo. AJ, I mean.
Yeah.
Thank you, Monica.
I would have left this a long time ago, but this was for you to like get comfortable and learn and shit like that and see how it all works. Alonzo, I think you're good to go now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you like it. What do you like so much about it before we head out? Because we are going to come to an end now.
Just everything. I like getting the point across. I might even come out with my own show eventually. Just thinking about it. Might be called Being AJ.
Yeah. I like the sounds of that.
But yeah, no, it's just good. Yeah, I just got to work on my topics. That's really it.
Yeah, you definitely got to work on your topics. Sign language and fucking. What else you did? What was your second question tonight?
What was the second? Oh, discipline. That was it.
I was just fucking with you. Truly,
that was a great question.
This is me like just fucking with you because we're family. If I don't fuck with you, means I don't like you. So
I know. Yeah, we know. We know.
I think you're actually perfection on the network. There's a lot of things that I want you to fix as far as the look of it, and I've already yelled at her about this too. Like, yeah, I don't want you having a fan behind your head. Look at the depth perception there. You know what I mean? You got fans coming out of your fucking head. You know what I mean? So we're gonna fix the look, but as far as your performance and look, you're fucking fantastic. You got a good personality. I love watching you. I love talking to you. I told my family this the other day. I said, well, I gave him a test run with me. And I said, I actually really enjoyed speaking with him, talking, interacting, because if I get bored, like, you're fucked. Yeah. So I did not get bored with you. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation. And I do the same thing with Monica. Thoroughly enjoyed talking to her because she already knows. Her and I had like deep conversations when the show goes off air. We probably might tonight too, but like she enjoys psychology. And she already knew. The reason was she already knew I don't want to talk about your fucking favorite color. I think that's the first thing I said to her when we got deep into conversations like that. When you can hold my attention, you're doing a great job. So I definitely appreciate you both. And it takes a lot for you to become a jet now, to hold down the airwaves. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what we're about. You are now entertaining everybody. You are being their person for the night. If they're home alone, shit, got nothing to do. Now you're their watch. Now, literally, you're hanging out with them. You're giving them a certain night. That's why it's very important when you do a show that you acknowledge that they're there. Because without them, you ain't shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I recognize people right from the start, like Farmer right here. I recognize him from fucking day one. I'll remember him to day's end. Remember that shit. Always show appreciation to the people who are always there. He said, nice to meet you, AJ. He'll be there every goddamn time now.
Okay.
And I appreciate shit like that. So, where do we find you, AJ?
Nowhere, because I'm not doing the social media thing right now.
Wow, dude. The answer is you can only find me on BB3.
On BB3 TV, yeah, that's the last.
right.
I was waiting for the big, the solo camera.
Hold on a second.
All right, so you can only find me on BB3 TV. And that's it. No social media right now. Is that it?
That would make a great ad. Oh, hi there. Hi, everyone. I am Being Monica. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Being Monica, and that's not anything to do with friends. And what I like to do is I like to uplift people and hopefully encourage them to uplift themselves by reading.
Hold on a second. Let me roll my eyes. All right, go back.
You are living the life you deserve. So hopefully you encourage yourself to think good thoughts and uplifting thoughts and have the best life you can while you're here, because it'll be gone soon. And I'm also on Facebook, Being Monica.
Do you know what's crazy is I got in trouble for a text message for saying, I hope you have the day you deserve. I got in trouble for that. Hi, guys. You can only find me here on BB3 TV. Thank you all for being here. I definitely appreciate it. AJ, Monica, do not leave. I'm going to bring you guys down. We're going to end the show. Like, share, follow, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy.
Ditch that TV, ditch that sound. BB3 TV, we underground. The only network touching your soul. Back in the streets, we on a roll. Forget the airwaves, crept in the studio, broadcasting live. That's how we do, yo. We the raw, uncut, no need to censor. Changing the game, remember to remember.